The following is an exclusive presentation of the Cullman County Sports Network, powered by Cullman Community Radio. Cullman's Live 95. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Falkville on the campus of Falkville High School on the southern border of Morgan County. We are glad to bring you Friday Night Live once more on Friday night this time. We had an interesting first game of the season last night in Cullman County between Hanceville and Cold Springs. Ended up being a Cold Springs domination. We come back now. We have another blue team facing off tonight against another Eagle program. Dylan Deemer, Nick McCarley joining me soon here on the broadcast booth. We are excited to bring you Friday Night Football on the Cullman County Sports Network each and every week. And, of course, that's always sponsored by Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet. You're tuned in to the Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet pregame drive. Also sponsored by Cleaning and More, Cox Stanberry and Kingsley Attorneys, Cullman Appliance and HVAC Repair, Cullman Savings Bank, Guthrie's Automotive, Cyber Broadband, Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage, Lister Hill Credit Union, Merchants Bank of Alabama, Odin's Auto Glass, the Warriors team at SR4 Realty, and Zaxby's. As we're tuned in the pregame drive, as we're getting a stadium full of both red and blue on both sides, it is clearing and becoming a cloudy sky over southern Morgan County, which means it's cooling off. It has been a sweltering one as we got some high temperatures coming into this one. A lot hotter than it was yesterday getting set up. 20 minutes from kickoff, and things are cooling off now as we have some clouds blocking the sun to our west. It looks like a pretty evenly matched up squad here as we get ready for the pregame festivities here. We do have some notes of some games tonight. We have our Fairview Aggies radio network back at it. They're in Fultondale tonight, facing off against the Wildcats. That should be an interesting game. We'll give you updates on the Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard on that one. Haleyville and West Point kicking off at 7, as well as Cullman, Bob Jones. We also have Addison games tonight, Holly Pond, and a couple others to keep note of. Like again, Cold Springs and Hanceville kicked off yesterday. We covered that one. It was a doozy. It was. We come back here on a Friday night in Falkville. It's only an 8-mile drive between these two schools, so they have always had this as the first game of the season as a non-conference rivalry matchup. We love having it. We love being here at Falkville. And, Vinemont will travel well no matter where they go, but when it's 8 miles down the road, there's no excuse for missing this game.
I thought of a name for this rivalry I wanted to run by you, Dylan.
Yeah.
The Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass Bowl, because they sponsor both programs.
They do sponsor
Falkville, and they sponsor our station, and they're obviously a Vinemont-based business.
Right, that is correct.
The Big Glass Bowl.
I always like the battle for Highway 31.
That's a good one, too.
That's a good one, too. You don't want a big glass bowl on Highway 31, though. That's going to pop some tires.
Yeah.
We'll have a lineup for you for both schools here. I'm looking so far at both. I've looked at both schools warm up today, and I'm seeing a lot of similarities. I'm imagining this is going to be another knockdown, shootout, drag-out kind of game we had like a couple of years ago out here.
We've never called a bad game between these two teams.
Never. There's never been one that's been lopsided. There's never been one that's been one way or the other. It's always been an inch. Well, there was that one a couple of years ago at Vinemont, but it was good for Vinemont. It was just not good for Falkville that night. Nonetheless, we've never been not entertained when it comes to these games, so we're excited to bring you this action here from southern Morgan County, and we have plenty more to talk about, but we're going to take a quick break. You're tuned in to the Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet pregame drive. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, Cullman drivers. Are you tired of the hassle and confusion when it comes to buying a car? Well, we've got fantastic news for you. Meet Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet in Cullman, your go-to guy for a no-nonsense car buying experience.
Hey, folks. Adam here. Buying a car shouldn't be stressful. That's why at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, we pride ourselves on transparency, trust, and there's never any BS at MS.
That's right. Adam Aker and the Mitch Smith Chevrolet team are changing the game.
I live and breathe Cullman, just like you. So when you step into our showroom, you're not just another customer, you're family. Together, we'll find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Remember, Adam Aker, Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
cracked windshield? Don't wait. Call the pros at Odin's Auto Glass in Cullman. From chips to full replacements, Odin's gets you back on the road fast. With honest prices, top quality glass, and service you can trust. Locally owned, family run, and proud to serve Cullman and North Alabama for over 40 years. Odin's Auto Glass, where safety meets service. You can call 256-734-2800 or stop by their location on Highway 31 North in Cullman. Odin's Auto Glass, we'll see you through it. Proud sponsors of the Cullman County Sports Network. Welcome back to Falkville as we are getting ready for the pregame festivities here on the Adam Aker at Mitch Chevrolet pregame drive, and we are really happy to be back here at Burl Vest Stadium. This is going to be probably one of the best games we've had on our schedule so far, and obviously it's one of the ones up front.
Coach Ford and the Blue Devils. Yeah, it'll be a fun one. These schools always have a good rivalry. They keep it clean on the field, but they play hard when they play against each other.
One of the big points about this one, I've always talked about this one because I had this go on. I have family that came from this school. I have cousins that graduated at Falkville. I graduated at Vinemont. There's a lot of family ties into this game. There's a lot of cousins, stuff like that. It's just one of those things where it becomes more than just a football game. It's a bragging rights thing amongst the family. Come Thanksgiving, you're going to have your cousins say, hey, we got you on the field. We'll see you in the court, on basketball, but...
You know, since 2004, I think whoever wins should get to claim those regions of addresses that are like kind of between Falkville and Cullman. Like, I mean, this would be a nightmare for like the post office.
Oh, absolutely.
UPS. But like, I think they should have to change based on the result of the game every year. Because there's that nether region between Cullman and Falkville where it's kind of confusing what's what.
Well, I grew up on a road that was in Cullman County, a Cullman County road with a Falkville address, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like, I think this game should decide that nether for the year. Or maybe they could do it once for all the marbles. Like, that's an idea. Like, if the post office is like, no, we'll only do this once.
I'm sure if you're listening, working at the post office, you're overworked as is, but you're probably shivering at the idea of that, especially if you're working at the Vinemont post office.
So... we could just do it once. Okay, let's do it this year. You know what? I'm declaring this what do you call that area, Dylan? That Falkville, Cullman, in between areas.
We've always just called it Vinemont.
Well, when I say Cullman, I mean Cullman County. Though.
Right. We've always called it Vinemont still.
No.
Vinemont Falls is in Falkville, technically, if you want to call it by the post office.
Mm-hmm.
But West Point's also in Vinemont when it comes to the post office as well. So it's
Speak is in Danville if he comes from this post office, and that's just factually inaccurate.
Right.
So.
And that's maybe something that you wish you had a game for bragging rights here, but you don't have that school anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, Speak won the last one, so.
Hey, that's all that matters.
So, like, the term champions for life.
This time we'd like to ask
is actually applicable in that
please rise and remove your caps.
Well, as we begin,
first priority, Representative Maggie Bramlett.
We are going to take a break here. We'll be back in just a second on the Cullman County Sports Network, brought to you by Clinium Moore Cullman.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of heating and air services, remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service. Hey, Cullman fans, when it's game time, it's pizza time, and nobody brings the flavor like Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition with the original recipe since 1968. We're talking fresh, made from scratch dough, zesty signature sauce, and a mountain of melty cheese. Still made with the same recipe you've loved for over 55 years. You can dine in or carry out and taste the hometown tradition that's been winning since day one. Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition, and still making it the way we used to, because that's how Cullman likes it.
In today's world, broadband internet is an absolute necessity. Unfortunately, the large cable and phone companies only provide broadband internet where it's profitable for them. For the rest of us, there's Cyber Broadband. Providing internet service since 2004, Cyber utilizes a small radio antenna to deliver broadband where cable and DSL don't go. You can join the 21st century today with Cyber Broadband, supporting streaming, VPN access, and everything else you've been wanting to do with that slow internet connection. It's Cyber Broadband for the win. They can be found online at cyberbroadband.net or look them up on Facebook.
Elementary School.
Welcome back to Falkville High School inside Burl Vest Stadium on the campus of Falkville High School. 8 minutes till kickoff here between Falkville and Vinemont on the Cullman County Sports Network. So I look in the sky. We've got this nice cloud blocking. Like you said when we came in, you told me during the commercial break that
it's quite muggy.
It is muggy up here. I told the lady at the stand, I said, I'm going to sweat these 2 Gatorades out before I even get to the top. We have a nice cloud blocking, and of course by the time the sun will set here soon, it's going to be nice and cool. And we'll be talking about a pretty just nice night for football.
Every night's a nice night for football, though, Dylan.
Absolutely right. It's going to stay sunny for the rest of the day. Expect a wind gust up to 7 miles an hour, and that'll cool things off should things go on in the night. No rain expected for the rest of the night, and that should be what you expect for this game tonight. All right, it's time for starting lineups here. We don't have starters per se, but we'll give you both schools' lineup. We'll start with the home team here in Falkville. Listed here by number 0, Elijah Harris. We don't have positions on this list, of course, unfortunately. We'll get that corrected later. Samuel Jacobs, number 1. Logan Fowler, 2. Christopher Jackson, 3. Reed Dillard, 4. Benjamin Lacey, 5. Judson, 2, 6. Ryan Childers, 7. Landon Jones, 8. Riley Tomlin, 9. Esteban Rendon, 10. Tristan Perry, 11. Cash Lawrimore, 12. Caleb Maxwell, 13. Tristan Moore, 14. Brody Bennett, 15. Derek Woodruff, 20. Landon Horton, 21. Clay Fitzgerald, 22. Jackson Stringer, 23. Kai Lawrimore, 42. Ansel Meza, 50. Alex Rendon, 53. Derek Bennett, 55. Braden Tomlin, 56. Carter Fowler, 62. Houston Jackson, 63. Keith Lewis, 66. Cashton Rowe, 70. Keegan Waddell, 72. Jaden Johnson, 74. Dakota Phillips, 75. Brody Duncan, 77. Cohen Jarrett, 88. And also listed is Braden Maxwell with no number. I believe that may be number 15, but could be incorrect there. And I'm only going off the picture provided on the roster showing the numbers. Looks like it's his friend there. So for Vinemont,
a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Numerous.
We'll start with number 1, William Conquest. Number 2 is Joshua Rhodes. Number 3 is Preston Hanners. Number 4 is Brandon Johnson. Number 6 is Aaron Salgado. 7 is Travis Spear. 8 is Carson Arbit. 9 is Zachary Johnson. 10 is Caleb Spiegel. 11 is Brennan Marlowe. 12 is Gabriel Herrera. 14 is Chance Sandlin. 15 is Johan Patino. 17 is Alex Pantoa. 18 is Deacon Fowle. Lucas Ming is number 20. Hayden Puckett, 23. Daniel Blair, 24. Gabriel Hurtado, 25. Tucker Robinson, 28. Braxton Barnett, 31. John Wilhite, 32. Landon Hanners, 33. Caleb Sane, 34. Brody Holmes, 40. Alexander McCormick, 42. Trent Mims, 44. Roman Romero, 54. Brett Aaron, 55. Cole Aarons, 56. Levi Birch, 61. Anthony Morales, 62. Mateo Romero, 63. Noah Shedd is 65. Elijah Burgess, 67. Avery Netherton, 68. Dakota Miller, 70. Dakota Bryan, 71. Colby Stewart is 72. Jeffrey Janikowski is 73. Oakland Tubbs is 75. Weston Lindsay is 76. Rylan Neve is 78. And Joshua Spiegel rounds out at 79.
You know, I kind of take issue with the Falkville signage a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
That's our nation's symbol now.
It says right here, open season going on an eagle hunt. And yeah, that is a symbol of this country. The Eagles.
I get it's a metaphorical eagle.
It is.
But let's leave the Eagles out of it.
Well, my favorite thing is this old band trailer over here that says Fear the Fork on it. Which is right behind you.
Is that an Ozempic trailer?
Oh, Lordy. I see Vinemont has brought back the old school painted, airbrush painted.
You think they got that done at the beach?
I think they got it done in the mountains. Mm-hmm. Both teams have not made it to their lineup yet. Here we go. We got some captains coming out.
Have we covered it? Has Falkville won this game when we've covered them?
They believe they did at one point.
I couldn't remember.
I believe they won here.
Last time, I couldn't remember.
Not the last time. Last time Vinemont won, but I think the time before that we were here. Like it was a fourth quarter heroic drive that Falkville won it.
I couldn't remember. I'm 29 now. My memory's going.
Yeah, it's been a couple. We've been doing this for 8 years now. 3 minutes and 13 seconds, and here come your captains for Falkville. I see Vinemont has not trotted. No, Vinemont has trotted them out. They trotted them out early.
I don't know if you noticed, Dylan, but I have this star-spangled swag on. My niece gave it to me for my birthday. I don't know where she got it from. She quite possibly stole it, but I'm wearing it with pride.
Looks like we have on Falkville for captains Houston Jackson. We have Brody Bennett, Esteban Rendon, and Ansel Meza. For Vinemont, I see Tucker Robinson. I see Roman Romero, Levi Birch, and Josh Rhodes. We will meet midfield. Both teams making their way to their lineup. Falkville comes in.
Number 2, Josh Rhodes.
With
number 28.
Looks like we're going to have white helmets with the fork symbol on the side in blue.
And number 61.
Their jerseys are blue with the gold numerals with also white stripes, white pants, and they've got stripes on both sides in gold and blue. So it's a new look for Falkville. Vinemont comes in their road. White jerseys, red numerals, red lettering, white pants, stripes on the side in red, and red helmets. They're talking with both captains here, and now we get a toss of the coin in just a second. Coin goes up. Caught. It looks like Falkville has won the toss.
Falkville has won the toss and will receive the kickoff.
So they have decided to receive first. Falkville will give it to Vinemont on the second half. If you're trying to listen on the app, I believe we are on the app and on the FM. On Cullman's Live 95.5 WRJMLP Cullman. As we get close to the top of the hour, might as well go ahead and say that, but maybe some trouble with our Facebook stream, so bear with us on that. A little bit of Motley Crue action as we get ready to kick things off here. Just a quick reminder, Falkville set to receive first. The Eagles come out carrying the American flag while the Blue Devils seem to be promoting the devil.
I never pick sides, but definitely a little more of a patriotic imagery versus something that if you weren't paying attention would seem anti-American. It's not, but
of course we kid. I jest.
Y'all know I don't care who wins or loses. My only love is good football. But, I do worry when we have a branding problem in Falkville. So I'm just offering some consulting services.
I'm sure they'll listen to you and take every.
If they know what they're doing, they will.
And they are ready to kick off this football game here.
When's Vinemont going to get a real eagle, by the way?
2027.
That'd be dope, just have an eagle flying down the field. If nothing else.
Well, see, I'd like to agree with you, but there's a certain school down south that does something like that.
Well, I'm talking about a majestic bald eagle, not that ugly golden eagle, that off-brand eagle. I'm talking about our nation's symbol.
I'd say put a word into the president.
Not that dirty bird they fly on the planes.
We need to get a word into the president about that one.
Kicking off for Vinemont, number 15, Johan Patino.
So Patino will kick this one off for Vinemont. Will we see a place kicker for Vinemont?
I hope so.
Number 2, Logan Fowler.
As we exit the Adam Aker Mitch-Smith Chevrolet pregame drive and make our way right in to the action. Of course, those lineups are brought to you by Zaxby's. As we get a kick return that may go all the way if he can keep it. Oh, my goodness, he's got lanes, and to the house we go.
That's how you start a season right there. That's how you start a season.
Touchdown.
Number 11,
Blue Devils. Tristan Perry takes the opening kick to the house.
When you start a game like that, I won't talk about any of the pregame nonsense. That was a play. That's how you start our season.
And that will put 6 points on the board to begin things quickly. Vinemont, you have 2 minutes to answer. And, of course, we don't have the Pisgah game on tonight Oh, we have a botched snap. And they're not going to be able to kick the extra point attempt. It's going to be tagged down by the Eagles, and
Eli Harris.
extra point attempt, no good. Of course, your extra point brought to you
with 11
by our friends at Cox, Stanberry, and Kingsley Attorneys, and that was kind of the miscue to go with what was probably the best play.
Yeah.
So you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Like 3 steps forward and 1 back. You're still ahead, but...
Folks, just a programming note, we're not able to carry the Pisgah Good Hope Jamboree game tonight just because of technical issues on that end. We're not able to have a crew to make it out to southern Jackson County tonight. But I've been assured by Tony Thompson we will not miss another one because the big one with Good Hope and West Point next week will be right back on it on the Good Hope Radio Sports Network.
Kicking off for the Blue Devils, number 15, Brody Bennett.
So Bennett will kick this one from the 40 and kick this off.
Back deep to receive for the Eagles.
Most likely,
Herrera, number 12.
He's going to choose between Herrera or who's that we have back there for our Eagles. Chance Sandlin also in the area of that. It's going to go out of bounds instead, though, near the 35 or 25 rather.
Bennett's kickoff goes out of bounds.
So we have 11 minutes and 44 seconds here in first quarter. Your score already 6-0 Falkville as they take the opening kick to the house.
Illegal procedure will be the call. It'll be 31st and 10 at the Eagle 35-yard line.
They'll take it from the 35, 1st and 10, right to left as you listen here.
Well, if you're Vinemont, I know you're excited for your offense to get out here at least.
You definitely are. At quarterback, Josh Rhodes hands it off. Not netting a lot of yards on the handoff to Herrera.
The carrier for
he went right and got smacked.
You know, it's fun to be covering this game again. You know, we took a hiatus last year from a lot of these schools, and I'm glad to be back showing love to all the county.
Second down and 11.
Yeah, it's a good thing to give back. And I got no disrespect for any Good Hope, teams or anything. We'll be back doing football or basketball season in Good Hope, but this year really was a give back to the county kind of thing.
Yeah, back to our roots.
Offsides call against the Blue Devils. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
That stinks. We had a good stop, and then somebody
jump for the Falkville defense and gave him 5 yards.
Here's Rhodes keeping it himself. No, now he's going to throw downfield. Has a receiver, and it's nearly picked off.
Should have been picked.
Rhodes pass.
But what about this throwing by Vinemont early?
Broken up by number 0, Harris, for the Blue Devils.
Apparently we missed a lot, Dylan.
Harris was the one that almost had it. Will Hyde, the intended receiver for Vinemont. We have not seen that forward pass in a while.
Coach Robinson's in his bag tonight.
Well, it's a team like Falkville being as good as they are. I hope they're watching the film for their game of the last game of the season. They got to get ready. 3rd down. Rhodes keeps it. Rhodes should have the first down. That one brought to you by Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage.
Dylan, do you think he has any adrenaline in his soul?
Oh, he does.
So he's good enough for a Vinemont first down.
Whoa. He does.
1st and 10 at the Eagle 47-yard line.
You know, Vinemont has more than one royal family.
Da-na-na. We are on our feet.
The crowd really still rolling in here. A muggy night. We have a blitz almost coming. Rhodes sees it. Rhodes gets away. Rhodes has the first down and then some as he rolls up the right side. Gets down to the 39.
Number 2, Rhodes on the carry.
Another Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage first down.
Number 15, Brody Bennett, and number 0, Eli Harris.
We are quickly moving down the field for Vinemont.
First down. 1st and 10, the Blue Devil 41-yard line.
And they are bunching up here on the offensive line. Don't look to see any kind of passing going on. They're going to go the handoff to Will Hyde up the left side. Will Hyde gets forward for about 3 yards.
Number 32, JT Will Hyde on the carry.
Now spot that one.
Made by number 50, Ansel
That's the 43.
Play gains 4 yards. 2nd down.
I don't know. Haven't heard from our good friend from the Vinemont side, who is a senior this year. Our good hopefully we'll have somebody to talk to during the Old Dog Glass halftime show. Pressure coming. They're going to hand off to Herrera. Herrera able to get through the middle.
Vinemont's having some success with their running game.
Yes, he's going to get a lot of help from the block from Levi Birch. It'll be 3rd down at the 46.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
Excuse us, the 36 now. 9:20 here in the first quarter. Quarterback keeper, Rhodes, stuffed, and backwards he goes.
They're going for this.
Credit a lot of that to Brody Bennett.
Is there any doubt in your mind they're going for this, Dylan?
I think they're going for it.
Number 63, Houston Jackson, and number 15, Brody Bennett.
About 5 yards? Maybe 4.
They lose a yard.
Yeah, they're going to lose 1 yard, so 4th and 4 coming up. Rhodes looks, Coach Robinson gets some guidance there. Looks like they're going to go for it. Offense stays on the field.
Well, you got everyone in the box. And now they're moving.
Here comes the pressure. Bad botched handoff.
Yeah.
Not going anywhere. That'll be turnover on downs. Falkville's ball. As Herrera ran into Rhodes. And inadvertently shut the Rhodes down.
Number 50, Ansel Mesa, also in on that tackle. Eagles the turnover on downs to Falkville.
This will be Blue Devil ball played from the 35, going left to right as you listen here. And this is the first time we'll see their offense on the field, too, mind you.
I know who I'd give the ball to, judging by that kickoff, though.
Yeah.
Falkville spreading them out.
High snap. They're going to give it to Bennett. Quarterback is Reed Dillard.
Number 15, Bennett on the carry.
And Bennett will actually lose a yard.
Dalton Bryan.
A lot of that came from Dalton Bryan slamming into him. Bennett will have to exit the game.
Loses a yard. 2nd down and 11 for the
as they bring Judson 2 in instead.
in motion. They're going to lose more yardage here.
Not yet.
Hand off to Lawremore, but he may cut back inside and finally takes 3 jerseys to bring him down. Herrera, one of them. The other one being Brett Aaron.
They lost yardage on the play, but it was exciting. Vinemont couldn't bring him down there for a second.
Number 9, Zach Johnson.
That was a lot to take down.
3rd down and 13.
It's going to back him up further. 3rd and long here for Falkville. Haven't seen that magical forward pass yet. We may see it. Here's Dillard under pressure. Dillard being chased. Dillard nearly sacked, throws it away. 4th down coming up.
Dillard's pass falls incomplete.
And, I mean, the pressure was from Preston Hanners, and oh, my goodness, he was sniffing the ball out. Herrera will be back to receive the punt.
On to punt number 6, Judd 2. And set to receive.
The punter will be Judson, too. Rhodes will also be in the area. 7:03 to go here in the first quarter. Your score 6-0. We'll update the Odins Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard here in just a second, as well as our regional scores, as we'll have plenty rolling in here soon.
We love that big glass board.
The punt from 2. Goes down to the 50. Nearly in the area of Rhodes. Rhodes will stay away from it and let Falkville tag it near the 46-yard line.
Falkville let it bounce one more time than they should have.
At the Eagle 46-yard line.
So now from the Eagles 46, we go right to left as you listen here. We have no score yet other than the Fairview and Fultondale score, that one being 7-0 Aggies. We do have a score here, 6-0 over Vinemont at the moment. Vinemont comes back on offense. Now they had the best of the 2 offensive sets. Vinemont did have the best. But special teams has been where they've made money. Now pressure coming from Falkville. It's Herrera. Herrera, flag is down. Herrera is running through the middle there and trucking people. It finally gets brought down near the midfield logo. We do have a flag, though.
Looks like it's coming back.
Stop made by number 3, Jackson. And
hold on the Eagles.
Holding on the offense, we'll go back.
Flag on the play. Holding is a call against.
When you run the ball as much as Vinemont does, that's a killer.
So now we're running back here to the 35.
From the spot, it's going to make it a 1st and 21.
So 1st and 21, as he says on the speaker there. It's a very unique position to play it out of.
I like 2nd and 26 or 4th and 31 myself.
Yeah, personally. Here we go on 1st and 21. Quarterback sack.
That was the perfect blitz call. The DB came off the edge.
By number 15.
Yeah, right. But I love to see Vinemont passing it. Don't get me wrong.
You love to see it, but Bennett was all over it. Let's make it 2nd and longer.
The lieutenant was all over that one.
I tell you one thing. We back it up even further. We're playing it back at Vinemont.
Going to bring up a 2nd and long.
I've got Ozzy Osbourne socks, but they don't want to go home right now. R.I.P. We lost some good ones this year.
We have.
2nd and 28.
None more special to us than our beloved Kyle Pankey.
5:56. Rhodes will take it himself. Rhodes churning up yardage, has to beat one man, gets the original line, then pushed out of bounds and has to miss the cheerleaders.
That's the play you needed. Desperate.
So there's 2 flags down. So hold that thought, folks. 2 flags down.
Coming back again.
Holding is a call against Vinemont.
This will be holding against the offense, so that will negate everything done. Remains 2nd down, but we're going to play this one from nearly the end zone. Line to gain remains to be at the Falkville 36. We will most likely be playing this from the Vinemont 19.
Back to 2nd and 26. When we come back after the timeout, it's official timeout for a heat break.
So we will get a heat timeout. We get 5 minutes and 50 seconds of football left in the first quarter when we come back here on the Cullman County Sports Network, brought to you by Odins Auto Glass.
When When it comes to securing a home loan, you want someone who knows the ropes and can guide you every step of the way. That's where Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage comes in.
I'm Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920. And whether it's your first time buying a home or your fifth time, we would love the opportunity to serve you and your family in all your home financing needs.
Josh Phillips and Maven Mortgage. Their name says it all. Experience you can trust, knowledge that works for you. With one phone call, you can take the next step toward your dream home with Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage. Your home, your future. Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. 256-338-2920. 256-338-2920. NMLS number 338177.
Welcome back to Falkville. 6-0 here as your Eagles trail the Blue Devils. 5:50 first quarter. Opening kickoff by Vinemont, taken back to the house for Falkville. They get 6 points. So far, Vinemont's offense has struggled. We're playing 2nd and 32 pretty much. As we'll line up on the 29. Rhodes will keep it himself. Hopefully no holding this time, and not a whole lot to work with.
They get good gains when they hold, though, so if you could just get away with it.
Number 2 Rhodes on the carry. Stop Bay by number 10, Esteban Rizzo.
So we'll get back to the 31 now, but
a 1-yard gain.
Still makes it 3rd and even longer.
Be a 3rd and 25 for the Eagles.
25 yards to gain a first down. I would say it's time to get your arms out.
Yeah, air it out. But Coach Robinson says we're going to put everyone between the tackles.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. Gets a lot of room out of it.
He made it interesting.
Gets it to the 40, but that still puts you about 15 yards out.
Now this is scary if you're Vinemont because you got to punt it to him, and that's where the explosiveness has happened is from their return game so far.
Group of Blue Devils on the tackle.
We'll see what happens right here.
Up a 4th down.
So 4 minutes and 40 seconds, first quarter, 6-0, Falkville over Vinemont, and we're going to see a special teams unit led by Josh Rhodes at the punting position.
Adrenaline.
Good end-over-end kick, bounces back over and takes a nice Vinemont bounce out of bounds.
Rhodes punt goes
rather, a Falkville bounce out of bounds, I should say. If you're Vinemont, you're hoping it goes back to that G over there where it says goal line and stops right before it.
You know, I missed a good American Nightmare reference when they were running out with the flag. I'll be better, guys. I'll be better. I promise.
Four minutes, 22 seconds. First and 10 Blue Devils from the 36 of their own. I'd hope Vinemont's defense cooks another loose ball. Quarterback falls on it. Dillard has to save it. So a miscue on.
They've had trouble with the snaps early.
On Falkville's offense will set this one back further. Now, if you're Vinemont's defense, you're hoping, you're praying, something comes your way. Not crazy to happen. Come back to it here on second down and long. Dillard, screen pass, has a caught, and he'll get it down to about 26. Finds Logan Fowler for it.
Stop made by number 11.
Got a long way to go.
And a short time to get there. 3 minutes, 28 seconds.
Third down, Blue Devils.
And it would be eastbound.
It would be. I'll tell you one thing. Nothing really has been super explosive on either offense or defense so far.
Special teams is carrying.
And we've got whistles here. Not sure what. Coach Ward over here trying to get some substitutions going. Third and long. I'm spying on this down end here. Dillard under pressure. Dillard steps up and gets past the line of scrimmage, but gets nowhere past that one. Levi Birch there.
Number 71, Brian, and number 4, Brandon Johnson.
I'm saying that's Brian Johnson instead, so correction on that roster.
For the Blue Devils. Judson 2 in punt formation. Number 12, Herrera.
So now we go back to fourth down, and it's really just kind of been that.
Yeah. Let's see if Vinemont can get an explosive play on special teams.
Herrera in the backfield, ready to receive. Punt from Judson 2. Bounces at the 40, bounces back to Herrera, and he's not going to get a chance to touch it as Falkville's there to stop it, and they'll tag it down at the 29.
Two's punt will be down at the 29-yard line. Vinemont takes over there, 1st and 10.
So we will have a Odin's Auto Glass halftime show after the second quarter is over. Just a reminder, Vinemont will receive the ball to begin the second half.
Might be their best opportunity to score a touchdown the way this game's gone so far.
We have 1st and 10 from the 29. Ball's loose. Rhodes, I don't think he's got it. I think this may be a Falkville turnover.
It is Blue Devil football.
Number 10, Esteban Rendon.
Esteban Rendon able to scoop that one up, and that'll be a turnover in the red zone for Falkville, and that is something they really, really wanted there if they want to keep the momentum in this game. Under 2 minutes in the first quarter. It's 1:49 to go here in the first, and we have a red zone opportunity for the Blue Devils. Obviously, every time we've seen their offense, they played it back in Vinemont territory. They have a short distance to go here. You'd think they're really going to cook something up good. Let's see what they do. Here's Dillard. Steps up the pass. Dillard has a man in the end zone. No, he's short of the end zone, but it's caught nonetheless.
Complete to number 0, Harris. Number 11.
Elijah Harris able to connect and catch that pass.
2nd down and 1 for the Blue Devils.
Makes it a 2nd and 1 situation. Still 10 yards out of the end zone. Here's Dillard again. Dillard will hand this off up the right side. Looks like it was Bennett with the carry.
Number 15, Bennett on the carry. 28, Tucker Robinson on the stop for Vinemont.
And Bennett not able to get a whole lot out of that one.
Going to bring up a 3rd and short.
So we're looking at a 3rd and short situation for the Blue Devils.
They don't need to get the touchdown to get the first down. Looks like he just got it.
15, Bennett on the carry. Stop made by number 3, Hanners for Vinemont.
We lost our crowd mic, folks.
For the Blue Devils.
We're under a minute here. We lost our crowd mic. It is down below the booth here in the stadium. So, of course, you are going to hear pretty well here out of these headsets because it is an open air situation here. They're going to let time expire here in the first quarter, it looks like. No indication for a time. I know it looks like time has stopped with 3 seconds.
Timeout, Falkville. That's their first charge timeout.
Blue Devils take their first one. So, knocking on the door. First time we're seeing either team really knock.
A long way if you're Vinemont. Oh, they're saying it's 4th down.
It is 4th and short for all the marbles here. 3.4 seconds. Bennett up the middle. Should have the first down.
Yeah, he got it.
So we come back out into the second quarter. We'll come back out to a 1st and goal situation. And looks like we will have to take a break. We'll be back in just a second on the Cullman County Sports Network.
Looking to buy or sell your home? You can trust a team that treats you like family.
We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at SR4 Realty, a husband and wife real estate duo with deep roots and unmatched knowledge of the market.
We know every corner, every neighborhood, and what it takes to get you the best deal.
And our top priority, you. From your first showing to final closing, we're by your side every step of the way. Because when you work with us, you're not just a client, you're family. We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at SR4 Realty. Real estate with heart, hustle, and hometown care.
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at the Warhurst Team Realtors.
You know, we have one of the coolest places right here in Cullman. It's Cleaning and More Cullman on County Road 437. Cleaning and More Cullman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. And I know because we use Cleaning and More Cullman at the Warhurst Team Realtors for our buyers and sellers. Cleaning and More Cullman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Cullman has it all. Need climate control storage? How about 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 10 by 20 units? And they even have the U-Haul trucks to carry your stuff. You can check them out at cleaningandmorecullman.com. You can get info at cleaningandmorecullman.com. Or the way I like, you can dial them up at 256-736-9944. 256-736-9944. Cleaning and More Cullman. County Road 437. Under the big white sign with the U-Hauls.
Welcome back, and the stop you were looking for is probably what you got. 1st and goal as we have moved sides. Falkville moving right to left. 1st and goal, and Bennett gets hit hard by Tucker Robinson and number 71, Brian. 6-0 is your score.
Play loses 2 yards.
So 2-yard loss on 2nd and goal here. We'll see what Falkville cooks up here. Pass Dillard, incomplete.
Dillard's pass falls incomplete, intended for number 2, Logan Fowler.
Intended that one for Fowler there, and Fowler not able to find that one. Trips up by the turf monster.
3rd down and goal for
will pay off for Vinemont. Nonetheless, you're still probably looking at a kicking situation.
Yeah, depending on what kicker you got.
This will be 3rd down and goal. In motion. The quarterback, Dillard. Dillard sacked.
Dillard is brought down.
Sacked on the 22-yard line.
Brandon Johnson.
As Brandon Johnson just flew right into him.
The 22-yard line.
They're looking at a 40-yard field goal right now.
I'd say you're going to have to go for it. Obviously, a penalty could reset the down, but you're going to hope that doesn't happen if you're Vinemont. You're going to hope you stay out of trouble and not keep this drive alive. Because if you can stay out of trouble, this drive dies here. Dillard passes downfield. It is picked. It is picked. We're going the other way. And Vinemont with a big move by Johnson. And we have got this one back down here at the 31.
Number 4 Johnson tripped up number 70 Cash Rowe.
And that's the big move you're looking for. That's the big stop you're wanting.
It'll be 1st and 10. Eagles at their own 30.
As Dillard just set his eyes to the middle, thought he could get somebody open. 3 Vinemont defenders there instead. As we get a run up the middle from Herrera. Herrera able to get 3 yards, maybe 4 yards. That's up 2nd and 6. Score remains 6-0 if you're listening at home. In favor of Falkville at the moment.
They gains 4 yards, 2nd down and 6.
This will be a Vinemont possession moving left to right now with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in the half. And we have whistles here, so somebody jumped. We have a flag down.
I think the Falkville player was in the neutral.
Offside to call against the Blue Devils. Will be a 5-yard penalty.
This set up a 2nd and 1 now after the Falkville penalty for offsides. At the current moment, checking your Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard. Fairview leads Fultondale 14-0. The only other score we have to report is from this game, 6-0 Falkville over Vinemont.
First down, Eagles.
Bob Jones and Cullman facing off at Oliver Woodard Stadium. Should be a packed house. Cullman on the broadcast channel next week.
He jumped again.
Another flag, another jump. Vinemont free first down. Well, correction, they gave them the first down on the last flag.
Offside to call against the Blue Devils. 5-yard penalty.
So this is make it 1st and 5.
1st and 5.
That one brought to you by Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. That one provided by Penalty. Free real estate. We like that kind of real estate.
Best kind.
No jumping this time, but Herrera is going to take it up the middle, and Herrera able to get maybe 3 out of that one. Maybe 2 if they're not feeling generous.
Stop made by...
We are at the midfield logo now, at the top of the fork, as they call it.
Tip of the spear.
I like to call them the spear, but I don't know. They've called it the fork sometimes.
3 for Vinemont.
If you're a big ASU, Arizona State fan, it's like that logo.
But blue and gold.
Of course, blue and gold. Now, do your Red Devils use that same logo?
I think theirs runs diag. They either do an LC or a diag or a
the Red Devils, that is.
Yeah, or a horizontal fork.
Everyone's either a Blue Devil or a Red Devil.
And, LC was the Blue Devils at one point.
Oh, we have a big play here up the middle. Good for that first down. That one brought to you by Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. But I believe that's going to be JT.
Number 34 on the carry.
That's going to be Slane on the carry.
Stop made by number 3, Jackson for Falkville.
We have a lot of Devils. We have another Blue Devil set next week.
First down, 1st and 7.
The Mortimer Jordan Blue Devils will be hosting the Cullman Bearcats next Friday on Friday Night Live.
43-yard line.
That'll be our game of the week. Really interesting setup we have next week. We're going to have a sideline guy next week. You might know him. Here's Slane again on the left side. They're going to kind of change their running back here, and so far this is working out.
Number 34, Caleb Slane on the carry. Stop made by...
That's up 2nd and 5 now. 5-yard gain from Slane's run.
They gains 5 yards. 2nd down and 5.
Vinemont controlling the clock so far. 7 minutes left in the half. This second quarter is rolling a lot faster. Rhodes keeps it. Rhodes has the first down and then some.
Number 2, Rhodes on the carry.
Joshua Rhodes able to get that first down, and that one brought to you by Joshua Phillips at Maven Mortgage.
Made by 0, Eli Harris. Plays good enough for a Vinemont first down at the Blue Devil 31-yard line.
Now we're cutting deep into Blue Devil territory here. Left to right as you listen here, quarterback keeper kind of had the indication that he wanted to throw. He kind of kept it at his chest, ran right into the line. And
number 2, Rhodes on the carry.
Picks up about 5.
Stop made by number 8.
We're actually going to give him a couple more yards than we thought. This is a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3 coming up with 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half, I should say. Rhodes will hand off again up the middle this time.
32, Slane on the
Slane
carry.
again. Is the train horn a prediction, you think?
Maybe.
Made by Castro, number 70. First down. Vinemont.
Usually the train horn used in celebration. Of course, this is the train horn for the local CSX line. Slane again up the middle. On first and goal, or first and 10.
Slane on the carry. Stop made by number 54, Horton.
So it's 6 minutes and 16 seconds here in the second quarter.
Bring up a second down.
Vinemont chipping away. 7 yards to go to get a first down. Here's Herrera again. Herrera breaking through. Herrera trying to get there. He's pushing bodies. If he can get through, he should have the first down.
On the carry.
The Vinemont side erupts. That is good enough for the Josh Phillips Maven Mortgage first down. And the clock stopped at 5 minutes and 57 seconds.
For a heat break.
A heat timeout called. We take 1-2. Back in a moment.
First and goal.
Are you looking for a reliable ride at the lowest prices in town with financing? PNC Auto has you covered. Finance options for all credit types, good, bad, or ugly. Plus, a free vehicle report is available for each listing. You can get pre-qualified today online at mypcauto.com. And they offer a free 90-day powertrain warranty or free maintenance for a year. No, we're not kidding. Chad Johnson and Paul Carpenter are ready to help you drive away happy today. Chad is available at 256-493-2491, or Paul can be reached at 256-339-9932. PNC Auto on Highway 278 just past the Methodist Church, or online at mypcauto.com.
Welcome back to Falkville here. 6-0 Blue Devils. That could change in just a second. As Herrera up the middle on first and goal.
Herrera on the
for the Vinemont Eagles.
Probably cut it in half.
Tripped up around the 3-yard line. Second down and goal from there.
As I say, they got him down at the 3. He actually subs out. I believe Slane comes back in. So this may be their touchdown play. Second and goal. Slane up the middle. Slane tries to dive in. Slane, does he have it? Vinemont signals he does. The official is going to say no. He's got one more yard to get.
Slane is the ball carrier.
Yeah, he's not close.
Short of the goal line.
Yeah, the spot is not even close. I don't know why Vinemont's even trying to signal. They're going to try again. Slane again, trying to jump the pile. They're saying he got it now. Touchdown Eagles.
At this angle, we can't tell.
Taking it in for the Vinemont touchdown.
See, I thought he had it on the one before, and he wasn't close, and I didn't think he had it on that one, and he was in.
And of course, set the stage here. We're set on the 45 right now, with the building to our right. So the end zone, really can't see it. No fight song, though, because bands are getting ready for the halftime show. Now your extra point attempt brought to you by Cox, Stanberry, and Kingsley Attorneys, and the ball's loose in the end zone. I believe it's a dead ball before it even gets there, so the attempt is no good.
Conversion fails, and it is.
So it's 6-6.
6-6 with 5 minutes and 2 seconds left in the second quarter.
We have reached a draw. Which I think means even though there's 5 minutes on the halftime, till halftime, I believe we're going to be probably here for a minute. That second half is going to be just as fiery the way this one has been going. Took a little bit for this Vinemont team to wake up. Probably took a little bit for this crowd to wake up, too. back here as we await for Patino to kick this one off from the 40.
Set to kick off for Vinemont. Number 5, Lacey, and number 2, Fowler back to receive.
5 minutes in the half. We get a nice kick. Fielded near the 20 by Falkville, and this time out of bounds.
Number 7, Ryan Tudor.
Go Ryan Tudor.
He's run out of bounds by number 12, Pereira. It'll be 1st and 10, Blue Devils. At the 30-yard line.
So a lot of games entering their second quarter. We have no updates yet. Other than last I'm hearing, Fairview was 14 and Fultondale 0. But 4 minutes, 57 seconds on the clock here in the half. It's going to be 1st and 10, Falkville right to left. Z listen. Pass downfield by Dillard. It's caught. He's got no one to stop him. Green grass ahead. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Forward pass.
Number 2.
Logan Fowler. And we have a flag now. There's probably going to be excessive celebration because it's near the 20. Something personal foul level. Nothing related to the touchdown because there was nobody to hit, no one to grab, no one to touch on your way to the end zone. So this has got to be against some kind of extracurricular something. They're huddling up Vinemont players and Falkville players near the 20. My only thinking is got to be something related to a celebration or something said. Taunting maybe. Because, I mean, there was nobody between the 50 to the goal line. So, Coach Ward and the officials talking, Falkville players talking as well, so it's got to be something taunting-wise. Did you notice anything?
I didn't. That's why I'm kind of sitting on the edge of my seat, intrigued of what it is.
Hey, a little smack talk's okay, but if you take it too far, these officials will let you know.
In the form of that yellow flag.
And we've got no real indication. Yeah, using my best judgment, this has to be an after the fact penalty. You're beat. There's no one within 20 yards of you. There's no holding. There's no nothing. It has to be a taunting penalty. Which you didn't see him turn around or wave or could have said something the official heard. This remains to be on the Falkville side because the official's still talking with Falkville. No coaches from Vinemont are out there. No players from Vinemont are out there. This has got to be a Falkville-only situation. So the home team getting lectured in some way.
Let them play. It's been long enough.
This is penalty against Vinemont.
Touchdown will count. It'll be a dead ball foul after the play.
Sorry, foul against Falkville. Dead ball penalty.
Against who? Did they? Are they still talking?
It'll be assessed on the kickoff.
So it's going to be after the fact, so it'll be on the kickoff. They just said dead ball foul. They didn't say personal foul or anything like that. But it's pretty well indicated something happened after the play, taunting of some sort, unsportsmanlike conduct. So penalty assessed on the kickoff once we get there. Your extra point brought to you by Cox. And the new sponsor, don't want to shame them. I'm still getting used to them being here. One of our sponsors being Cox, Stanberry, and Kingsley Attorneys, so shout out to them. We'll have actually a read for them next week, so we'll tell you more about what they do. And we have a extra point attempt. Good for 2.
Takes it in for the 2-point.
Laramore in, and he's going to cash in.
And with 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
Leaving 4 minutes, 44 seconds, and Falkville with a big lead here. 14-6.
Falkville's average time of possession on scoring drives? 10 seconds?
Something like that. They have not held the ball long when they score. They have the lead when they score. Of course, Vinemont methodically did it. We'll take a quick break as we get set back up here. 4 minutes, 44 seconds when we come back.
Live 95 is brought to you in part by Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Cullman County. They are a proud sponsor of Cullman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here as we have a 14-6 Blue Devil lead here on Friday Night Live. Breaking update we have from the Fairview Fultondale game. 21-0 Fairview over Fultondale, but we are pausing that one due to a weather delay is what I'm being told. West Point leads Haleyville 7-6 and Cullman trailing Bob Jones 7-0. Appalachian also leading Holly Pond 6-0 if you're tuned in there. Here comes Herrera. Herrera tries to get to the middle of the field and Herrera wrestled down.
Returns and is brought down
by a couple of Falkville Blue Devils, really making the final stop, though.
3,
C.J. Jackson.
First and 10 at the Vinemont 42-yard line.
So, again, weather delay in the Fairview game. That one happening in Fultondale, Alabama. Great place to be for a football game. They have a great atmosphere down there. The Wildcats really make it wild.
We had fun when we went down there a few years ago.
As of right now, the Aggies lead 21-0 as they pause for a weather delay. We're back in football here. Dry skies here. Rhodes keeps it. Rhodes being dragged. Rhodes breaks away. Not going to get anywhere. Loses 2 yards. But
Rhodes
still trying to improvise on his feet.
Finish the story on the play.
And number 8, Landon Jones.
You're hoping he finishes the story here tonight with a touchdown.
Play's going to result in a loss of a yard.
An undisputed touchdown.
For Vinemont.
You'd hope they put the belt on him.
Yeah. Somewhere Mama Rhodes is proud of him.
Here's Herrera again up the middle, and he's going to get back that 1 yard that Josh lost. Extra whistles coming out.
The ball carrier for Vinemont.
This looks to be a timeout called by Coach Robinson and the Eagles. So we'll take one, too. We'll be back in just a second.
Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Cullman on Eva Road, just north of 157, Guthrie's Auto Service is a AAA approved and Napa Auto Care Center, meaning their repair work is warranted up to 3 years or 36,000 miles. And because they're part of the Napa Auto Care Network, their work is also warranted at over 14,000 Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team are award-winning, collecting Napa's Auto Care Center of the Year for the Nashville Distribution Center and a People's Choice Award in 2020. More information is online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net.
To Falkville. 3 minutes, 50 seconds. 14-6 your score. Blue Devils have the lead. Excuse us here. It's a beautiful night for football here in Cullman County. We have a big throwing play. Caught by Johnson from Rhodes. There, it's going to go nowhere, though.
Rhodes pass complete to number 3, Henners. Number 10, Esteban Rendon on the stop.
That piece down there.
Play's going to lose a yard.
Oh, I got the cord up here, actually.
For Vinemont.
We're back now here as we had a forward pass. It really didn't go forward, but
number 2, Rhodes, will be back in punt formation. And number 0, Harris set to receive.
You know, this cloud over here that's been over here on our left side here, looking west, earlier looked like the shape of Kentucky. Now it looks like the shape of Virginia.
I see it. Picturesque sky out there tonight.
Absolutely good one for football.
Ooh, tipped, I think.
Tip pass, or tip punt, rather. Really not going anywhere with it.
We'll be down at the Blue Devil 38-yard line, where we will take over 1st and 10.
So Falkville awaiting a 1st and 10 from the 38. Leaves 2 minutes and 45 seconds in the quarter. So we'll get a Falkville play here in just a second. Let's see what they're cooking up here. 1st and 10, right to left. So you listen here. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. It really kind of has been a lackluster offensive showing less in certain times, but maybe this one of those times that changes it. To the 40 as Falkville.
Cash Larimore.
We'll find Cash Money for Cash Larimore.
He ran out of his shoe.
Pereira runs him out of bounds on the 36-yard line. It's going to be a
cash it in there. 1st and 10 now set up here for Falkville. That one brought to you by Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage, and that is a big first down play for Cash Larimore. Like we mentioned, it's been kind of lackluster on offense, and then they say, well, hold on, you hadn't seen the whole thing. Two minutes, 35 seconds. Open. 2. Gets the 15-yard line. Another first down for Falkville.
Stop made by number 12, Pereira.
As Judson, too, able to cut up through the middle.
Enough for a Blue Devil first down.
And like we said, we tell them, hey, spice up the game. They say, hold my spice shaker. We're going to cook something up here.
Yes. The gas right now, the propane.
Second charge timeout.
2 minutes, 23 seconds, and we'll check our Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboards. We're about 2 minutes away from the big halftime show. One I don't have an update on so far is the Good Hope Jamboree game. Just a reminder, our Fairview fans listening out there, they are in a weather delay. Not sure when that will resume. I do imagine our broadcast, well, we've been to Fairview, or been to Fultondale, I should say. It's an outdoor setting. It's one of those things I bet they're having to take cover for. If we had the same thing approaching us here, we'd have to do the same.
Yeah. Come rain or shine, though, we call it.
Well, preferably like do it inside the cold or warmth of a box, depending on what time of the year.
Yeah, that's our ideal.
Dillard to the corner.
Oh,
incomplete.
I think it was well out of bounds.
Biggest pass intended for number 0, Harris.
Wanted to get Elijah Harris with that one.
Number 2, Rhodes on the cover.
Ball looked good, but just incomplete and not going to be in the vicinity.
You know, Cold Springs had a lot of success to that 6'7" tight end running those fades.
That's what we need out there for Vinemont. Unstoppable force if you had something like that.
I bet he'd do some fine run blocking for Vinemont.
Here's Dillard, who's going to hand this one off on the left side to Bennett. Bennett to the corner. Bennett to the pylon. Ball comes loose Ooh, I believe he's going to be out of bounds before it comes loose. Falkville still saves it.
At the 4-yard line.
He tried to go for the pile. We have a down eagle. They're calling for the trainers.
Injured player.
So we will step away.
Powering the good life. That's what Cullman Electric Cooperative does. Reliable, affordable electricity to keep your home running and Sprout Fiber Internet to keep you connected with blazing fast Wi-Fi for home, school, and work. They are proud to support the student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who bring energy and pride to our community every single day. Cullman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powering the good life.
In 1952, 7 men at an aluminum plant banded together and started Lister Hill Credit Union with only $5 each. Today, more than 92,000 have joined us, continuing the legacy of supporting themselves and the community through Lister Hill. It's all about we and what we can do together.
Cullman Appliance Repair is now Cullman Appliance and HVAC Repair, now servicing your heating and air needs as well. Servicing most models and brands, they can be found on Facebook or Google for those appliance or HVAC repair needs. Proudly supporting Cullman area athletics and collegiate football. When that appliance or HVAC system frustrates you and you're in need of a repairman, Robert Brantley and his team are ready to help. They're available via call or text at 256-507-3415 or on Facebook, Google, or online at CullmanApplianceRepair.com. Alabama HVAC number 22238.
Welcome back to Falkville. 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Falkville leads 14-6. Injured player for Vinemont off the field now is Brennan Marlowe. And Marlowe able to get assistance off the field. Hopefully, we're hoping Marlowe's okay, as he was able to walk, had to get help up, was able to walk the rest of the way off.
From the 4-yard line.
Where Vinemont's defense made the big stop a few drives back. Let's see if they can do it again.
Let's see if they can push them back here. First and goal. Falkville right to left. So you listed here. This is again where Vinemont made the big stop. They're subbing a player out.
I think it may be the knee pads.
Come on, guys. That's the second time we've seen that in a game so far. So the officials are not playing around about the knee pads. Equipment issues they are not playing around about. So they're going to sub one player out while he gets his knee pads together. Come back to it, first and goal. Ball's at the 4. I'm not trying to dig in here on defense. On the right side, Dillard under pressure, passes, and incomplete.
Late on that one. The receiver was open.
Pass falls
we
incomplete.
didn't see him yet.
A second and goal from the 4.
A big stop there by Chance Sandlin. Come back to it, second and goal now. Official talking with Elisha Harris. Nothing important, but the assignment is Rhodes. Rhodes trying to catch up with Harris. I don't like the look. You got 2 on the far side. They're stacking up there. And we're going to try to make everybody look on the outside. Instead, they go up the middle.
On the carry.
Looks like they took it with Samuel Jacobs.
Third down and goal for the Blue Devils.
We've seen a couple of those equipment malfunctions where dudes' cleats are coming off.
So actually, we have a correction. Jacobs is now the quarterback in. They have swapped out Dillard for Jacobs. So he was the runner that time. Of course, the 1 and the 4, when you're not really seeing it close up, you think it's the same number. And here's Jacobs on the right side. Pass is incomplete.
Jacobs pass incomplete.
He intended that one
number 2
for Fowler again, and Fowler not able to collect that one. So now we get one more chance at it. This is where Vinemont paid up. This is where they cashed in. We're at 1 minute, 6 seconds. They trail by a score. there's a big difference between being down 2 scores and 1 when you get the ball in the second half.
They're going to need a heroic stop here and need to come out kicking butt
and taking names.
And we got a whistle, and we got a flag. One of the players out there saying, hey, that's me. It is against Falkville.
Be a 5-yard penalty.
First person to really come out and own that one up was Cohen Jared. Look back to coach today. That's on me. Patted his chest with his fingers today. That's on me. We'll be better. Fourth down now. And now it'll be from the 14-yard line.
Be 4th and goal around the 8-yard line.
Or excuse me, the 8-yard line, I should say. Players standing about the 14, getting direction from coach. Now they go back to the 8.
Burn the timeout, talk about it.
1 minute, 2 seconds left in the half. Here's Jacobs, rolls to his right. Jacobs' pass is incomplete. Rhodes with a swat down.
Jacobs' pass incomplete, intended for number 2.
Elijah Harris.
Fowler.
Excuse me, Logan Fowler not able to get that one. Now we turn over on downs. Vinemont gets the ball back. Of course, they're going to play it from
on the coverage
deep
for Vinemont
in their own territory.
Eagles take over on downs.
54 seconds. Rhodes has a chance to finish his story here.
At the 8-yard line.
I wonder if Vinemont will just run the clock out here.
You're getting the ball back. This is the time I just throw something up and see what you can do. You know you're getting the ball back at the half. If you can even the score a little bit, take your shot. They're going to run the middle. They're probably going to run the clock out, as you said.
Two Rhodes on the carry for Vinemont.
You know, in the world of football,
stop there.
Years ago,
about a yard, second down and
people would always say, the only thing that's going to work for you is if you run the ball. Run the dang ball is what they'd say.
Yep. Looks like Vinemont's just running out.
That seems to be the story in Vinemont. They like to run the ball. And here they go. Herrera down to the 25.
Number 12, Herrera.
Good for a first down. They're going to call a timeout quick. They've got 11 seconds left.
Number 8, Jones.
They got to hurry up to stop this one. 11 seconds left in the half.
For the Eagles.
Odin's Auto Glass halftime show coming up in just a second.
Timeout, Vinemont.
Eagles have a timeout. We'll check the big glass scoreboard while we wait for this to continue. West Point leading Haleyville 14-6. Bob Jones over Cullman 7-0. Appalachian 6, Holly Pond 0. Again, Fairview over Fultondale 21-0. Game is paused due to a weather delay in Fultondale. Shout out to our crew in Fairview, Chris Greer, station manager Jay Fuller down there managing things. Hope you guys are staying dry. I will say the music atmosphere here at Falkville High School, top notch. They've always done a great job keeping this crowd entertained. Speaking of entertainment, the bands are coming up soon. We'll hear from Vinemont's band first. Of course, we got to see one last play from the football team here. They're going to go for a pass. Rhodes downfield. Robinson in the vicinity, not going to get it there.
Road pass intended for number
quarterback
Tucker Robinson
tumbles back on his butt for a second. Not sure what happened. If he got blasted or something, but no flag coming out. Second down and 10.
Second down and 10.
Leaving 6.7 on the board. Vinemont trails by a score. Do we see a forward pass again?
If you want, I mean, you got to. Nope.
Backwards lateral instead. Herrera not going to get anything out of it, and that should end the half.
Number 20, Derek Woodruff, and number...
And now we're tuned in to the Odin's Auto Glass halftime show. Odin's Auto Glass, 40 years of service to Cullman and North Alabama. Yeah, even represented here in Falkville, as you see the banner right in front of us. Of course, you can't see it at home, but Odin's Auto Glass, a big member of the North Alabama and Cullman County community for over 40 years. They are proud to serve good folks in North Alabama. You can give them a call at 256-734-2000, or you can visit their location on Highway 31 in Cullman. Of course, Odin's Auto Glass is proud to serve Cullman County and North Alabama for over 40 years, and they are proud sponsors of the Cullman County Sports Network. We'll start out tonight with Skylar King's band, making their way all the way 8 miles down the road from Vinemont.
Looks like they came from Saturn, judging by the artwork.
Well, we have a second tomorrow. The class of 2025 from Vinemont, class of 2015 from Vinemont High School will reunite.
Should be fun for all who attend.
So shout out to that group, class of 2025, or 2015. I keep saying 2025. 2015, I should say. Class of 2025 actually just commenced. This is going to be the class of 2026. We're in the 25-26 season now. Even though the year will still say 25, of course. So we have made it all the way into the next year, and we'll step away and let the bands show you what they got.
Superintendent Shane Barnett and Principal Robin Leviton proudly present the Vinemont Marching Eagle Band under the direction of Skylar King. Drum Major Abigail Wang, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Vinemont Marching Eagle Band.
marching band. This year's musical theme is Daughters of Noise. Tonight's show will feature songs by the Pretty Reckless and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and will highlight talent like soloist Caleb Holmes, feature twirler Kelsey Lee, and auxiliary captain Lily Ballinger. The band is under the direction of Mr. Bradley Phillips and the color guard advisor, Miss Ginger Holcomb. Now, on behalf of Morgan County Superintendent Tracy Turrentine and Falkville High School Principal Shane Braun, give a loud welcome to your Blue Devil Band. Drum Major Cameron New, is your band ready? You may take the field.
Yeah. That's so we don't slide no further back. Yeah. We come in and sit on the back road. Getting in there. But you want to give me a shot, man. Come to that. I don't think I've seen you there for 10 years. 10 years.
Founded in 1887, Cullman Savings Bank serves the people of Cullman with a full line of banking services. One of those services is their legacy checking account, available to those 50 plus, military, teachers, policemen, and firefighters. It features no monthly service charge, interest earned on any balance, free paper or e-statements, and 2 free boxes of checks per year, along with other features. You can stop by any one of 4 convenient locations and ask them about the legacy checking account, or visit www.cullmansavingsbank.com for more information. Cullman Savings Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Cracked windshield? Don't wait. Call the pros at Odin's Auto Glass in Cullman. From chips to full replacements, Odin's gets you back on the road fast. With honest prices, top quality glass, and service you can trust. Locally owned, family run, and proud to serve Cullman and North Alabama for over 40 years. Odin's Auto Glass, where safety meets service. You can call 256-734-2800 or stop by their location on Highway 31 North in Cullman. Odin's Auto Glass. We'll see you through it. Proud sponsors of the Cullman County Sports Network.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of heating and air services, remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service. Hey, Cullman fans, when it's game time, it's pizza time, and nobody brings the flavor like Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition with the original recipe since 1968. We're talking fresh, made from scratch dough, zesty signature sauce, and a mountain of melty cheese. Still made with the same recipe you've loved for over 55 years. You can dine in or carry out and taste the hometown tradition that's been winning since day one. Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition, and still making it the way we used to, because that's how Cullman likes it.
In today's world, broadband internet is an absolute necessity. Unfortunately, the large cable and phone companies only provide broadband internet where it's profitable for them. For the rest of us, there's Cyber Broadband. Providing internet service since 2004, Cyber utilizes a small radio antenna to deliver broadband where cable and DSL don't go. You can join the 21st century today with Cyber Broadband, supporting streaming, VPN access, and everything else you've been wanting to do with that slow internet connection. It's Cyber Broadband for the win. They can be found online at cyberbroadband.net or look them up on Facebook. When it comes to securing a home loan, you want someone who knows the ropes and can guide you every step of the way. That's where Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage comes in.
I'm Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920. And whether it's your first time buying a home or your fifth time, we would love the opportunity to serve you and your family in all your home financing needs.
Josh Phillips and Maven Mortgage. Their name says it all. Experience you can trust, knowledge that works for you. With one phone call, you can take the next step toward your dream home with Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage. Your home, your future. Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. 256-338-2920. 256-338-2920. NMLS number 338177.
Looking to buy or sell your home? You can trust a team that treats you like family.
We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at SR4 Realty, a husband and wife real estate duo with deep roots and unmatched knowledge of the market.
We know every corner, every neighborhood, and what it takes to get you the best deal.
And our top priority, you. From your first showing to final closing, we're by your side every step of the way. Because when you work with us, you're not just a client, you're family. We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at SR4 Realty. Real estate with heart, hustle, and hometown care.
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at the Warhurst Team Realtors.
Hey, Cullman fans, when it's game time, it's pizza time, and nobody brings the flavor like Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition with the original recipe since 1968. We're talking fresh, made from scratch dough, zesty, signature sauce, and a mountain of melty cheese. Still made with the same recipe you've loved for over 55 years. You can dine in or carry out and taste the hometown tradition that's been winning since day one. Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition, and still making it the way we used to, because that's how Cullman likes it.
Live 95 is brought to you in part by Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Cullman County. They are a proud sponsor of Cullman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Cullman on Eva Road, just north of 157, Guthrie's Auto Service is a AAA approved and Napa Auto Care Center, meaning their repair work is warranted up to 3 years or 36,000 miles. And because they're part of the Napa Auto Care Network, their work is also warranted at over 14,000 Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team are award-winning, collecting Napa's Auto Care Center of the Year for the Nashville Distribution Center and a People's Choice Award in 2020. More information is online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net.
Powering the good life. That's what Cullman Electric Cooperative does. Reliable, affordable electricity to keep your home running and Sprout Fiber Internet to keep you connected with blazing fast Wi-Fi for home, school, and work. They are proud to support the student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who bring energy and pride to our community every single day. Cullman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powering the good life.
In 1952, 7 men at an aluminum plant banded together and started Lister Hill Credit Union with only $5 each. Today, more than 92,000 have joined us, continuing the legacy of supporting themselves and the community through Lister Hill. It's all about we and what we can do together.
Cullman Appliance Repair is now Cullman Appliance and HVAC Repair, now servicing your heating and air needs as well. Servicing most models and brands, they can be found on Facebook or Google for those appliance or HVAC repair needs. Proudly supporting Cullman area athletics and collegiate football. When that appliance or HVAC system frustrates you and you're in need of a repairman, Robert Brantley and his team are ready to help. They're available via call or text at 256-507-3415 or on Facebook, Google, or online at CullmanApplianceRepair.com. Alabama HVAC number 22238.
Founded in 1887, Cullman Savings Bank serves the people of Cullman with a full line of banking services. One of those services is their legacy checking account, available to those 50 plus, military, teachers, policemen, and firefighters. It features no monthly service charge, interest earned on any balance, free paper or e-statements, and 2 free boxes of checks per year, along with other features. You can stop by any one of 4 convenient locations and ask them about the legacy checking account, or visit www.CullmanSavingsBank.com for more information. Cullman Savings Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, welcome back to Falkville High School as the Blue Devils lead here 14-6. We come out of the halftime break. That one brought to you by Odin's Auto Glass. Their big glass scoreboard tells us Bob Jones leads Cullman 14-0. Haleyville trails West Point 17-6. Again, still first quarter for the Fultondale and Fairview game. Fairview leads 21-0. That one's still under a weather delay. Appalachian leads Holly Pond 12-0. And again, the score here is 14-6. Shout out to our friends in Lawrence County tonight, as the All Sports Media will be broadcasting the game tonight between East Lawrence and Lawrence County. I don't know if you're familiar with All Sports Media of Lawrence County, but
I was looking at the scoreboard.
So we're getting back to things. I mean, we're going to be in Lawrence County in a couple weeks, so maybe we'll bump in with all sports media. You know, I'm glad they have a legalized, centralized sports media broadcast going on out there.
Yeah, they had a piracy problem for a while in LC.
Yeah, there was an issue with the state or something, too. There was rules being broken. I don't know what was going on there.
Terrible.
Glad they've got that situation rectified.
I'm going to bond you off. Daddy's turn. Second half.
Come back to football here in just a second. 14-6 is your score. 1 minute 35 until we come back to this one. Vinemont's going to come out fired up. So that's got to be the story of the game here. They got to come out fired up, ready to go, and get back into this one so that we're not going back home feeling down on ourselves. And it looks like Jacobs is warming up at quarterback for Falkville. Falkville does not get the ball first. They will kick off to Vinemont. Vinemont will receive the opening kick of the second half. Now, we do have a new sponsor on the Cullman County Sports Network this year. That's Heatherly Fence Company. They are our Player of the Week sponsor, and we had 2 games this week, so we made a consensus that we needed to wait to make the decision until Friday was over. And so far in the running for us was Aiden Black, who is the quarterback and also plays on defense for Cold Springs. That was our nominee for this week's inaugural Heatherly Fence Company Player of the Week award. I said, well, we'll wait till Friday, wait till how the Vinemont game plays out. And I'm still going to wait till the end of this game before I say so. But you have got to be heroic here to win this one for Vinemont and come back out and have the lead. That player, I think, given the situation, could edge out Aiden Black for that award.
I don't know. Like you're down 8 on the scoreboard, but compared to what Aiden Black did, you're down a lot. Just because he was unstoppable last night. Like
he's going to be unstoppable next week against Curry. I don't look to see the bleeding to be let up anytime soon. The pain will continue for any opponent playing Cold Springs. So, Coach Vos, shout out to Brendan Vos, the head coach, the HFC at CSH. Texted me this morning and said, we appreciate you coming out and giving our team the spotlight. And I said, well, I appreciate y'all putting on a great contest. You guys have a team that's poised to do great things, and I hope to see them later. And so, like we mentioned at the beginning of the season, we do have a schedule set up for what will be the first game, as Tucker Robinson will take almost a horse collar tackle to the ground, but takes the ball about a yard.
Robinson on the return, a stop made by number 9, Riley Tomlin.
I mentioned that we do have a schedule set up. We kind of have a rough estimate where we're going to be. A lot of times it's going to be a Cullman away game. We'll be on the road covering the Bearcats, covering Vinemont in different spots, covering different teams, but I'm kind of poised to throw Cold Springs in the mix a little bit more. We'll see.
If they play like they did last night, I wouldn't mind seeing them several more times.
They do have a spotlight game of all things with Coosa Christian coming to town.
Hey, I'm still good.
Here we go with Rhodes. Rhodes will hand off to Herrera, and we've got a flag immediately. There'll be a false start on the offense. Vinemont backs up.
False starts to call against Vinemont.
I see a rare one, an Ole Miss and an Alabama fan to my left are talking things out and having a good conversation.
For Vinemont.
Wonder what they're talking about.
Maybe the 9-game schedule.
Hand me the crowd mic.
Could be talking about, hey, we're not going to play each other anymore. 9 games, and you got to rotate. Alabama doesn't play Ole Miss this year. They do kick off with Florida State next Saturday.
Yeah.
Flag down on the field. I
feel like the fans called that one.
On the carry.
Herrera with the carry. Herrera got a yard too. Fitzgerald with the tackle. We have a flag down, holding against the offense, so we will forget what just happened and back it up. Story of the game so far. 11 minutes, 46 seconds. Vinemont trails by a score here in the third quarter. We're hoping to premiere the new post-game wrap-up show that we have put together. Unfortunately, with the timing with the Fairview game being in the first quarter, we're here in the third quarter, and of course, time stopper now by penalty, but the way this game's been played, we are probably going to be out of this one in the next hour, if I had to guess.
I think you're right.
This has been one of those games. First and even longer here. Slane with the handoff. Slane is going nowhere. They're going to back up 2 more yards. Tackle for a loss in the backfield.
32, JT Wilhite on the carry.
So that's actually JT Wilhite in the mix. We'll go back second and even further.
He tackled around the 19-yard line. Second down and long for the Eagles.
Second and long for Vinemont. This time a forward pass coming. It's caught. Still going to the 30 and wrestled down at the 32.
Man, that forward pass almost looked like a trick play.
Rhodes pass complete to number 4, Johnson.
Absolute trickery did look like coming, but Brandon Johnson able to
number 3 and number 10
cash in on that. That's going to be third and long still, but I mean, if you do that again, you might actually find something too.
Going to bring up a third down and 15 for Vinemont.
Looks like the Fairview game has resumed. We're looking at 27-0 as Fairview comes out the gate. Forward pass coming, downfield, overthrown, intended for Vinemont's number 3, Preston Hanners.
Number 3, Hanners falls incomplete.
It's fourth and long now.
Number 7, Childers, and number 0, Eli Harris on the coverage for the Blue Devils.
We'll go left to right, and we'll get a punt here coming from Vinemont. Run a trick play.
No, not here.
Number 2, Rhodes will be back in punt.
Punt is scary for Vinemont.
Harris set to receive for the Falkville.
Coverage has been tricky, so I would say keep some good coverage on it. You might have a chance at it.
We've seen a lot of, special teams touchdowns in this rivalry. If you remember a few years ago when it was in Vinemont,
first play ran to the house. And Falkville's not going to touch it. Vinemont will tag it down near the 29.
Rhodes punt will be down at the Blue Devil 29, where they will take over first and 10.
Falkville comes back out with a fresh head after talking things out in the locker room. Clear minds.
Full
hearts. Can't lose. So far they lead. They don't win it yet. They got to play another 10 minutes and another 12 minutes after that. So 22 minutes separating them between victory over a rival. They lead by 1 score. Anything can happen. He did have an interception go the other way. Of course, they did swap quarterbacks. I want to watch Barnett on the near sideline here. And in motion. They go up the right side. Big run. Oh, he's gone to the 40, 30. Can they catch him at the 22? They do.
The way the strength of Vinemont's been in the red zone defense.
Number 4, Johnson.
So that shoestrings tackle's huge.
Play is going to result in a big
Cash Larimore takes it down almost to the house, and that's going to be a Josh Phillips Maven Mortgage first down. 9 minutes 51 seconds and rolling here.
Eagle 26-yard line.
Eagles will have to defend from the 26. And like he said, they've paid up big in the red zone. Only allowed one touchdown on offense so far. Oh, it's going to be an incomplete pass intended for Logan Fowler and wide open.
Pass intended for number 2, Fowler.
I won't blame the receiver on that one. Just a short pass coming quickly from Jacobs under duress.
Another wardrobe malfunction. Someone lost a knee pad.
Coming out is Ansel Mesa. Checking in is Alex Rendon. Mesa had the issue with the knee pad. So that's 14-6. Again, your score.
Burn a timeout.
Timeout going to have to be called. Both teams still had
timeout. Falkville.
3 left. Timeout Falkville. We do have an update like we'd mentioned. Fairview leading right now with 9 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second. 27-0 as they get back to football down there. Glad they're playing the game again. But I appreciate the Alabama State High School Athletic Association's safety protocol. You don't want to risk kids to lightning strikes. So we get back into the second quarter. It's 28-0, actually, correction on the score there in the Fairview game. Appalachian leads Holly Pond 12-0. Cullman trails Bob Jones 14-0, and Haleyville trails West Point 17-6. That's your quick update from the Owens Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard. This is usually the finale in Good Hope, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
This song usually plays at the end of a Good Hope victory. We saw a lot of them. 10 to be exact last year. Of course, the final game of the season ended up being a big loss to Fairview, and Fairview, well, they are coming back just as hard as they left it. First and 10, quarterback under pressure. He hands it off.
Falkville struggles in this red zone.
Number 2, Fowler.
This would be a blowout right now if they can handle business in the red zone. Like, that's, you're Vinemont. That's why you're still in this game.
Red zone defense has been where they've paid up. But keep this game alive. Like I said, it would have been a
15.
Bigger Falkville lead. It's 14-6, and 2 drives died in the last 20 yards of the field. It's 3rd and long here. They've managed to back Falkville up. Brings me to a concept. We'll talk about it in a second. Jacobs to throw. Jacobs steps up. Jacobs loses the ball. Vinemont's going to try to scoop it. Nope. Falkville saves it. Still Superman dive on it. Still 4th down. Still long, but still saved.
By number 50, Ansel Mesa.
Ansel Mesa there to save that one. I think there's a metaphorical wall when you're thinking like Vinemont.
It's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's a metaphorical wall to your back. And you play well off that wall.
For the Blue Devils.
You're going to have to go for it. You can't kick field goal here. Don't have the skill player to do so. It doesn't look like, at least. No indication for that. 6 seconds. You got to hurry up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ball snapped. Jacobs to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to take a big sack. Vinemont turnover on downs. William Conquest.
That is the 3rd
and Brandon Johnson.
They fell short in the red zone.
Number 1, Conquest. Number 4, Johnson.
And Vinemont takes back over.
Eagles take over on downs.
It'll be from the 39.
10 for them.
Left to right as you listen here with 7 minutes, 56 seconds. Let's see what Josh Rhodes is working with this time. Everyone's in the box like you mentioned before. This time we go Herrera. Herrera goes nowhere. Tackled in the back.
On the carry. Stop made initially by number 54, Horton. And
that was 7 minutes, 42 seconds. Clock keeps rolling. Vinemont trying to pull a little bit of a methodical drive out here. Trying to burn as much time as they can. They get to march the field, though, but they've got to watch the play clock. They give 2 forward yards off the run to Herrera. So it'll be 2nd and 8 coming up. Rhodes steps back, throws, corner, and incomplete.
That was high.
Tucker Robinson, the intended receiver. We have a flag down. However,
pass intended for number 28.
I don't see how you can call it. Yeah, that was uncatchable. It's got to be a holding.
This will benefit Vinemont either way.
Pass interference is the call against the Blue.
They will call this a pass interference.
I don't agree with that.
That's going to be a big pickup.
I don't agree with that call. He wasn't catchable. I think if you want to call holding, that's fine, but I don't think that's a PI.
I don't necessarily agree with the call either. I would say holding would be the better decision of the two.
15-yard penalty will...
Penalty nonetheless, but yeah, big first down pickup for Vinemont by way of penalty, and that will set up the Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage first down. Now Vinemont plays in Falkville territory at the 44-yard line. From the midfield, Spear logo. We get a handoff. I believe that's going to be either Wilhite or Slane. He's tackled hard by Falkville's number 8, Landon Jones.
Number 0, Harris.
And also picked up by Eli Harris. And Slane was the running back that time.
5 yards. 2nd down and 5.
So we get 5 yards on the carry. 2nd and 5 coming up. 6 minutes, 47 seconds in the third quarter. Vinemont trails by a score, 14-6. And I feel like Rhodes has been getting confident with his arm. He will throw this time. Tucker Robinson again, the intended receiver. No, excuse me, Slane this time again.
This is intended for 34.
Yep, Caleb Slane again, the intended receiver. Incomplete that time. No flag coming out. So we'll go to a 3rd down. Excuse us, they are still calling that 2nd down. So for correction on that. Slane up the middle this time.
Number 34, Slane on the carry.
And we're going to see the spot here. It's probably going to be right at, or if not past, the marker.
Number 20.
It is past. It will be, no, they are saying it is at the marker. Yep, we are 3rd and inches. And whistles on this one. I don't know what the commotion is, if it's a false start on the offense.
On the defense.
Well, either way this went, you get first down. First down for Vinemont by way of penalty. Brought to you by Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. 6 minutes, 6 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. 14-6 your score in favor of Falkville. Get a timeout here. This is an official timeout. We will take a break. We'll be back in just a second on the Cullman County Sports Network.
Cracked windshield? Don't wait. Call the pros at Odin's Auto Glass in Cullman. From chips to full replacements, Odin's gets you back on the road fast. With honest prices, top quality glass, and service you can trust. Locally owned, family run, and proud to serve Cullman and North Alabama for over 40 years. Odin's Auto Glass, where safety meets service. You can call 256-734-2800 or stop by their location on Highway 31 North in Cullman. Odin's Auto Glass, we'll see you through it. Proud sponsors of the Cullman County Sports Network.
Welcome back to Falkville as we are back here in Burl Vest Stadium with 6 minutes and 6 seconds in the third quarter. We score 14-6 in favor of the Blue Devils at home. Next week, the Blue Devils of Mortimer Jordan host the Cullman Bearcats right here on Cullman's Live 95.5. Should be a good game. We'll see the first road trip for Cullman.
That's the Blue Devil 30-yard line.
Cullman, of course, having their hands full with the team from Bob Jones. Spin move, Rhodes, first down run.
2 Rhodes on the carry.
Looks like about 3 yards on the carry. Try to hit him with crossroads.
Number 50, Ansel Mesa. Number 54, Horton.
We'll see if all roads lead to the end zone.
That's what they say.
Play fails the gain. 2nd down and 10.
No gain on the play.
They're going to say no gain. I thought he stretched out for it, did not get it. Nonetheless, it's 2nd and 10. He'll do this again. Rhodes to pass. Rhodes under pressure. Sacked. Host of Blue Devils all over that one.
Brought down in the backfield by number 20, Derek Woodruff.
We've got 5 minutes and 17 seconds here in the third quarter. And like I said, Vinemont trying to do a methodical drive, burn time away. That's what we tell you about the time, because every time we tell you, we're in a different minute, because this methodical drive is just burning away.
Bring up a 3rd down and 15.
So a 3rd and 15 coming up.
For Vinemont.
Big 3rd down right here.
I'd say no fear, go for it again.
And you know Coach Robinson's going to go for it.
This is 4-down territory nonetheless. Still have time. Still
can
catch up.
Right here, though.
You still can catch up in this one. You do need the 2-point conversion to tie this game up. So you're going to have to be successful twice if you score.
Be a timeout, Vinemont.
That is the whole deal. You're going to have to be successful. You score, go for 2. That's what's going to hang you in this one. You can back it up with the goal. We could be in overtime. We could be here later than we wanted to. Well, I'd say later than we planned to, but 4 minutes and 33 seconds here in the third quarter. And like I said, we're drawing the most methodical drive here. You got someone's playing checkers on one side versus someone's playing chess.
Yeah. You got thunder versus lightning. This song dropped summer before my senior year.
Takes you back to a good time.
Now McLemore just goes to Seahawks.
That's all there is to do in Seattle.
It's been dreams since I was 14.
We come back to it 3rd and 15 for Vinemont. Left to right as you listen here. Rhodes keeps it himself. And he'll get down, looks like close to the original line of scrimmage.
Stop look to be made by number 50, Mesa.
So we're going to have a 4th down.
That's going to bring up
11 or 12.
11
looks like 11. Vinemont's going to have to draw it up here. 4 minutes and 7 seconds and rolling. Fourth down 11. All the marbles. Passes forward into the end zone. Got to turn around, get it. He caught it. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown. But we have a flag coming up. Oh my goodness, what a play! But is this gonna stand?
False start.
No, it doesn't stand.
Vinemont Eagles.
That was what you needed right there. But the penalty
negates it.
It's gonna back them up 5 yards. And make it 4th down.
Tucker Robinson with the catch, and it's 16. Not going to matter. And Vinemont will have to do this again, 4th and long. Let's see if they can cook it up again. Robinson goes back to the far sideline. Slane on the near sideline. Between them is Johnson. Rhodes. Oh, it's said it's going to be a pass from Herrera back to Robinson. Robinson says, come get it. Did he go out of bounds?
He did.
He did. Incomplete. Not going to count. Turnover on downs. Falkville gets the ball. They put up the heroics. They tried everything. Defense is going to have to make up for it.
Tucker Robinson coverage on the play was by number 7, Ryan Childers. Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Do we have a new quarterback alert? I don't know.
At the 36.
Was it a flash in the pan? I don't know, but I appreciate them for trying that. One would say the foregone conclusion is the forward pass.
Yeah. Still love to see it.
Falkville takes over on the 35-yard line. We'll end around, run.
Number 15, Bennett, the carrier.
Bennett will get 1, maybe 2 yards.
Number 28, Tucker Robinson
in the jam there. We got an Eagle slow to get up. He's got a cramp, but to work it out. They'll call a timeout for him. William Conquest there to help him out. Officials coming and stopping the play. Well, we have a second of time to tell you about the local regional scores on the Oden's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard. Bob Jones taking a commanding 28-0 lead over the Cullman Bearcats. Fairview takes a 35-0 lead in the quarter number 2 against Fultondale. West Point leads Haleyville 17-6 in quarter number 3, and at the moment, Appalachian leads Holly Fawn 18-0.
Result of the last play was a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7.
So 2nd and 7 coming up for the Blue Devils. It's 14-6. They have the lead and the ball with 2 minutes left in the third. 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third, excuse me.
No one's covering that receiver right there. Just run and go. Just run and go.
And we got a whistle. We got a flag.
Zero was wide open. Coach.
Wide open.
False start call against the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils get a false start call. Wide open. Elijah Harris.
Coach, please see that. If anyone is calling the play, no one is covering number 0. There's not a corner in the area. Like, God, the free touchdown right now. Hurry up and snap the ball.
Both teams, 2 timeouts left. It's going to be one of those games. They're going to have to save those for the fourth quarter.
They still don't have a corner over there. Hurry and run the play. Finally, they had one. You had a free touchdown.
Finally, late coming to the play will be Will.
Well, they're about to get a delay of game.
And we've got a run up the right side going to go for Falkville. That's going to go about 4 yards as Bennett with the carry. Yeah, late to line up was Daniel Blair for Vinemont as he finally picks up on the open Elijah Harris. 3rd down coming up. It's still long for Falkville.
Now the slot's not covered. Just
hurry
up and run.
3rd down and 8.
Let's go heads up here and notice what's going on. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds in the third quarter. Your team has a lead. You have a chance to bury this game. Falkville with a handoff. On the right side, almost a shoestring tackle. Doesn't get it. Other one misses another tackle. He's going to take it to the house. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Number 12, Cash Larimore.
And Cash Larimore cashes in once more.
Vinemont was not covering that side of the field. That's why I was saying, go that way, go that way, go that way.
Now we wait for the extra point attempt. That one brought to you by Cox Stanberry and Kingsley Attorneys. We are waiting to see what kind of attempt we're going to get. The eye test would tell you we're getting an extra point attempt, but I don't think we're going to get that here. Looks like Elijah Harris would be lining up to kick this.
I would go for 2 here to make it more likely that you could have a...
They will go for 2. Elijah Harris plays in at the quarterback position. Direct snap into the end zone. Easy 2-point conversion.
with a 2-point conversion.
That makes it a 22-6 Falkville lead.
And 1 minute and 27 seconds left to go.
You got a chance to answer here. You've got a minute 27 in the third quarter. And now you went behind 2 scores. If you score here, that'd be great. Special teams will need to pay off big. Brody Bennett to kick this one off, and keep Slane and Herrera
back to receive for Vinemont.
Do your best. And you get the blocks there and can hope no holds, no flags, no nothing. Squeaky clean. Slane to receive. Slane gets it. Takes it to the 30. Slane cuts inside. 35 and 37. Ball's loose. No, Slane is loose.
Slane returns it for
Slane is slammed at the 41.
Now, if you're Vinemont, you got to start doing some math here. How many drives are you going to have left as long as like methodical as Vinemont likes to play it?
Looks to be the
I don't think there's many.
42-yard line. First and 10.
You're going to have to score 8 points each time. That's the big thing. You're going to have to score 8 points. You are climbing out of a 16-point hole. You need to convert twice on top of scoring.
You know, I knew a great team that did that once in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there is a team that did do that. Here's Herrera up the middle. Herrera gets 3.
Herrera on the carry.
Herrera's going to bring it down.
20 Woodruff and number 54 Horton.
To the 44.
But see, that's what I'm talking about.
Play game.
They run about a play a minute. So.
2 yards. Second down and 8.
Under a minute here in the third quarter. Clock is rolling. You're going to try to burn as much time. You get 12 minutes on the board. You get to hope that also if you do get these heroics going, you're going to have to work special teams in your favor. Here's Rhodes. Hands it off to Slane in the gut. Slane push back. Slane's going nowhere. Shut down near the 45, and we had some pushing and shoving, and a flag is thrown. This will go against Vinemont.
Mesa.
Unless the initial assessment is incorrect.
Flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike.
It is an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Vinemont Eagles. Yes, we'll send this back further. Back in deep in their own territory. You are listening to Cullman's Live 95.5 WRJM LP Cullman. Glad you're with us here from Falkville High School inside Burl Vest Stadium.
The voice of Cullman, the greater Cullman County football.
We have more games each week.
The definitive station in Cullman County.
Looks to be
next week, plenty of football.
All the football you can handle.
Good Hope and West Point. Cullman and Mortimer Jordan. Fairview.
Herrera.
We'll also have a game next week. I don't know who they're playing quite off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, folks, but Fairview does have a game next week.
Get your 4s up, ladies and gentlemen. It means something to us. Therefore, we cannot stand still.
At the conclusion of the third quarter, Falkville leads 22-6. Vinemont has the ball, 4th down in the fourth quarter, 4th and long by way of penalty by chance. Actually, it was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called. We come back into the fourth quarter. Let's see if we have a different story. Josh Rhodes, time to finish your story.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of heating and air services, remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service.
Down.
And we are back. Fourth quarter football. Punting coming from Vinemont. Josh Rhodes will punt this one away. Falkville will try to field it, and they do with Elijah Harris. Almost a disaster.
I was bobbling that ball as he went out of bounds.
It's fielded by Harris.
You already got good field position. Don't get greedy.
Around the 46-yard line. Be first and 10 Blue Devils there.
First 10 Blue Devils will take it over. Those charming Devils take it left to right as you listen here from the 47. Again, a reminder, next week, more Blue Devils and Bearcats. You know, to channel the inner Mike Leach spirit, I mean, who would you think would win in a methodical matchup between a Blue Devil and a Bearcat? Harris with the catch. Harris down.
You would think the Blue Devil, like...
Dillard's pass.
I don't know, though. I think a Bearcat might could beat Johnny in a fiddle playing contest, you know?
Yeah.
Zach Johnson for Vinemont.
Harris pass will go down to the 44-yard line.
Because, you know, in American lore, like, the Demons or the Devils usually aren't very fierce.
New quarterback back in for Falkville. We'll go back with the starter.
Dillard's pass is complete.
But if we're talking like more like Renaissance era, it'd be pretty fearsome.
I'd have to agree.
But with American exceptionalism, that changed.
He's going to lose 2 yards.
Loss of 1 on Dillard's pass.
Third down and 9.
To number 2, Logan Fowler. Final 10 minutes and 51 seconds in this ball game. Falkville looking to cruise out with an easy victory. Just a reminder, Cold Springs is on your schedule. That's a tough team to deal with. Bennett was going to get the handoff. Now the quarterback is going to get sacked in the backfield as he held on too long.
For Dillard.
Dillard will take it back.
Don't get the ball back.
Brought down by number 71.
It's fourth down and long. They will have a chance at it.
Dalton Bryan for Vinemont. Play loses 6 yards. Fourth down and 14.
Clock is still rolling. 10 minutes and 13 seconds in this ball game.
In punt formation.
Judson 2 set to punt this one away. Back is
number 24.
Will be
Pace Blair.
Vinemont's Blair
for Vinemont.
So someone different back to receive this one. We're under 10 minutes now. And we have got whistles. Timeout Falkville.
Timeout Falkville.
We'll take a timeout with them. 22-6. Back in a moment.
Hey, Cullman fans, when it's game time, it's pizza time, and nobody brings the flavor like Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition with the original recipe since 1968. We're talking fresh, made from scratch dough, zesty signature sauce, and a mountain of melty cheese. Still made with the same recipe you've loved for over 55 years. You can dine in or carry out and taste the hometown tradition that's been winning since day one. Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition, and still making it the way we used to, because that's how Cullman likes it.
In today's world, broadband internet is an absolute necessity. Unfortunately, the large cable and phone companies only provide broadband internet where it's profitable for them. For the rest of us, there's Cyber Broadband. Providing internet service since 2004, Cyber utilizes a small radio antenna to deliver broadband where cable and DSL don't go. You can join the 21st century today with Cyber Broadband, supporting streaming, VPN access, and everything else you've been wanting to do with that slow internet connection. It's Cyber Broadband for the win. They can be found online at cyberbroadband.net or look them up on Facebook.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of this one. 22-6 your score as Vinemont will take possession of the ball after the punt rolls out of bounds from Judson to a Falkville. 9:43 to go here in the fourth quarter, and it's been really all Falkville in the second half. The Eagles have had no momentum, no anything going their way, except for a glimmer of hope with a couple forward passes, of course.
Yeah.
Forced out of bounds and penalty markers forced incomplete.
You got to score, and you got to score quick if you're Vinemont. And you got to get the 2-point conversion twice.
You know, they do a lot here.
But it's far from impossible.
Not impossible, not at all. We come back to it with 9:43 in the fourth quarter, and we're going to put Herrera out wide. He was the one that on the last offensive set did have a throw. Rhodes passes intended for Herrera. Instead,
Rhodes pass
missed him.
Intended for Herrera, number 12. Number 8.
I don't hate it, but you got to give him some time. The line doesn't seem to give him that much time.
Incomplete pass results in a second down and 10 for Vinemont.
We come back to the line here, 2nd and 10. They'll get another attempt at it. Ooh, we might have something interesting on the far sideline. That's Tucker Robinson. They're going to dart it instead to Blair, and he gets boomed. Incomplete. Pass is incomplete.
Rhodes pass intended for number 24, Blair.
Of course, Blair was Blaired there.
Yeah, he was. I would have liked to see that in slow-mo, see if he made a football move.
Jackson on the coverage.
Might have been a fumble, I couldn't tell.
3rd down and 10 for Vinemont.
I think the force just knocked it out of his chest. So go back to 3rd and 10. They've tried the forward pass twice. Incomplete. They get another attempt at it. This could pay up good. Rhodes throws deep downfield, overthrowing the receiver. Incomplete for Johnson.
For number 3, Hanners falls.
So there's Hanners there.
Number 0, Harris on the coverage.
It just hasn't dialed his passes up. They've saved that
and 10 for the Eagles
for the last bit of the game, and I don't see any indication to punt. They have not changed the special team set. They are keeping the offense out on 4th down. Now they change.
Vinemont tried passing it on that drive and just didn't have any success.
In formation, number 2, Rhodes.
I don't hate him for trying it. I just wish that maybe
0, Eli Harris.
He hadn't thrown the deep ball over the head of a receiver that wasn't going to be there yet. He could get some luckiness here on this punt if it goes the right way. Let's see who touches it first. Falkville will not touch it first. It's Vinemont. They'll tag it down.
Herrera will down.
About the 43.
At the 44-yard line, where the Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10.
We'll update our local scores, regional scores here on the Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard, as we do have some games entering halftime. Of course, the Fairview-Fultondale game, 42-0 at halftime. Some games in the fourth quarter, like this one, 22-6, Vinemont trails Falkville. Bob Jones trails Cullman, 28-0. Cullman trails Bob Jones, 28-0. Haleyville trails West Point, 17-6. Well, Appalachian leads Holly Pond 18-0.
Number 6, 2 on the carry.
Of course, you're missing 2 schools on the schedule. No, you're not. They played yesterday. That was Falkville, Cold Springs and Hanceville. It ended up being a 65-7 Cold Springs routing of the Bulldogs.
Play game's about a yard. 2nd down and 9.
We get a 1-yard gain on the Falkville run by, I believe that was Bennett. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 to go. Falkville not really interested in probably pulling out any big stops. They have a 16-point lead, and I'd say about 8 minutes and 41 seconds left on the board. I would say just methodically run it out. Convert when you can, and do what you can to keep this game alive, keep this drive alive. This should do it.
Number 6-2 on the carry. Stop made by 28.
They let Judson 2 have a carry on the right side, too. Not going to get a whole lot out of it. In fact, no loss, no gain.
Play games around a yard. 3rd down and 8.
Falkville content to just run this clock out here.
They will take it easily here, let it just run with 7 minutes and 55 seconds in the 3rd down now. Oh, nearly blocked. Passes.
Oh, he caught it. That was a good pass. I mean, they still didn't get the first. But I thought it was about to be a disaster. He put it where only his receiver could get it.
Sandlin on the coverage.
Tristan Perry able to connect with that one and brought it down.
Looks like Falkville's going to go for it.
They're going to go for it on fourth down there at the midfield logo. They need about 4 yards to convert.
Interesting play.
As the pass was nearly blocked before it left the hands of Dillard. And they're going to get a free one. They let Vinemont cross over.
Not a good play.
Offside call against Vinemont. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and a Blue Devil first down.
So free first down by way of penalty brought to you by Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. 7 minutes and 12 seconds in the fourth, and clock keeps rolling unless we get a stop from either side. With 22-6 on the scoreboard in favor of the home team. Here we go, 1st and 10. Perry in motion, flag coming out. This one may be against the home team, and it will go against the Blue Devils.
5-yard penalty. Going to be first down and 15.
1st and 15 coming up after the 5-yard false start penalty. Clock keeps rolling here, 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Under 20 on the play clock.
Just letting it run.
They are indeed going to let it run. They've got 15 yards to conquer. Here's Dillard. Dillard heaves it down towards the end zone. Intended Elijah Harris. Harris couldn't turn around and get it.
Intended for number 0, Harris. Falls incomplete.
It'll be 2nd and 15 coming up here in just a second. Able to burn about 30 seconds off the board.
Number 24, Blair, on the coverage for Vinemont. Official timeout for Heat break.
So we get a Heat timeout. That means we get 1 too. We'll take a break and be back in just a second.
When it comes to securing a home loan, you want someone who knows the ropes and can guide you every step of the way. That's where Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage comes in.
I'm Josh Phillips with Maven Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920. And whether it's your first time buying a home or your 5th time, we would love the opportunity to serve you and your family in all your home financing needs.
Josh Phillips and Maven Mortgage. Their name says it all. Experience you can trust, knowledge that works for you. With one phone call, you can take the next step toward your dream home with Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage. Your home, your future. Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. 256-338-2920. 256-338-2920. NMLS number 338177.
Welcome back to Falkville as we get into the last 6 minutes and 17 seconds of what has been a all Blue Devil all the time performance. What's that movie called? The Devil All the Time? It's been the Blue Devils all the time.
That's good. I like the movie. Not everyone did, but I thought it was good. Robert Pattinson plays a good redneck.
Perry in motion. And they'll just shuffle things up completely.
Number 12, Larimore.
Thought he might break it there. Crowd did too.
Gosh, Larimore has been doing that all night. He has been straight cash, homie.
Play game's 5 yards.
We've got a downed eagle. Looks like a cramp situation.
Official timeout for an injury.
So with an injury, we will step aside.
Looking to buy or sell your home? You can trust a team that treats you like family.
We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at SR4 Realty, a husband and wife real estate duo with deep roots and unmatched knowledge of the market.
We know every corner, every neighborhood, and what it takes to get you the best deal.
And our top priority, you. From your first showing to final closing, we're by your side every step of the way. Because when you work with us, you're not just a client, you're
family.
We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at SR4 Realty. Real estate with heart, hustle, and hometown care.
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at the Warhurst Team Realtors.
Hey, Cullman fans, when it's game time, it's pizza time, and nobody brings the flavor like Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition with the original recipe since 1968. We're talking fresh, made from scratch dough, zesty signature sauce, and a mountain of melty cheese. Still made with the same recipe you've loved for over 55 years. You can dine in or carry out and taste the hometown tradition that's been winning since day one. Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition, and still making it the way we used to, because that's how Cullman likes it. Welcome back to the Cullman County Sports Network, brought to you by Owens Auto Glass. No, I didn't.
They're down. Dylan, I was just in awe of the quality of ads. You did phenomenal.
I didn't come up with that. That was actually a Tommy production recorded by me.
Offsides, the call against Vinemont.
False start, offside on the Vinemont Eagles, so we'll get another 5 yards out of it. And it was a good quality performance. And, you know, if you do like pizza like I do, Pasquale's Pizza is the place to be. Four minutes, 54 seconds. Well, guess what? Another whistle, another flag. And we will back it up this time. So, interchangeable. First was Vinemont, second was Falkville. We go back and forth. We get back to 3rd and 10 here, and I mean, if you're Falkville, you just got to burn as much time as you can. You got it down to 4.5 minutes left. You had to convert here, and, well, they're going to get a little bit of help there from Vinemont.
Offsides. Call against Vinemont. 5-yard penalty makes it 3rd down and 5.
It's got to hurt with the holes in the foot you've shot every time you back this game up, or you're Vinemont.
Yeah, it does.
We said here they're going to burn as much time as they can. Here is Dillard with the pass. Dillard escapes one tackle, gets swamped in the second one.
Number 4, Dillard, brought down.
Would you use timeout here if you're Vinemont? Looks like they will.
Number 1, Conquest.
William Conquest, the main guy on that one. Also helping was Brennan Johnson.
4th down and 15 for Falkville.
Now, looks like it has been called. Timeout called by Vinemont this time.
Timeout Vinemont.
So we do have a moment. We will update you on the scores on our Owens Douglas Big Glass scoreboard. Next week again, maybe we'll have a better one next week with Mortimer Jordan and Cullman. That's always a good game. Cullman does put 3 points on the board, but they still trail 28-3 to the Bob Jones team. West Point leading Haleyville 24-0. Fairview still leads Fultondale. That one's in a late half, 42-0. While we still have a score from Appalachian and Holly Pond, 18-0. It's a good night here in Falkville, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it is.
Has been a good one all night long.
We need another one.
It's 4th down and long, and we got to get something going here. And
they're short a man.
They are short one player. One comes in. They're set to punt this one away.
Set back to punt.
Judson, too, will punt it away. Waiting for it will be Blair for Vinemont. Punt's nearly blocked, nearly ran into the punter. We do have, looks like an injured Eagle. It's number 71. And ball takes a good Falkville bounce, but 71 does get some help up. And
Two's punt will be down at the Vinemont.
Not looking to exit the game yet, but he did take a tumble.
Yeah. Glad to see him up.
First and 10, Vinemont there.
So in the final 3.5 minutes here, we have seen Falkville's drive stall out. Of course, they don't need points to really win this one. They have the points they need to win the game. They don't need more, though.
No. I think it'll be enough here, but I could be wrong.
3.5 minutes. The comeback starts now if you got one. Rhodes with a pass. Connected with a receiver. That's Johnson. Johnson dragging Blue Devils with him. He's got the first down and then some.
Nice to see Rhodes and Johnson have patched things up.
Number 3.
That was a tumultuous relationship about 1.5 years ago.
It was.
Hanners. Stop made by...
So that's Hanners on the reception. So not Johnson. That's Hanners.
So maybe there is still a beef.
It could be. I mean, you can't just tell someone to bleep themselves and expect you to get away with that.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mama Rhodes.
1st and 10. Brought to you by Josh Phillips and Maven Mortgage. Rhodes rolls out. Rhodes on the right side. Herrera, the intended receiver. Overthrown. Incomplete.
Rhodes pass intended for number 12, Herrera. On the coverage, number 9, Tomlin.
Like we said, if you have a comeback, let it be known. 3 minutes, 5 seconds.
2nd down and 10.
You go back to 2nd and 10 at the Falkville 35. Rhodes steps back, heaves over, caught, Hanners again.
Gotta hurry.
Rhodes pass.
Shorter line of game, but still a good pass down to the 45.
Hanners. Stop made by number 0, Eli Harris.
Move the chains. Not the chains.
9 yards.
Marker.
1 yard to go.
3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1. Rhodes rolls out. Rhodes throws downfield. Caught again.
Got out of bounds.
Rhodes pass is complete to number 24, Chase Blair.
Chase Blair with the reception. Out of bounds he goes.
Out of bounds around.
This will be a Vinemont first down.
1st and 10.
Brought to you by Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. Vinemont hurrying things up. 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Here's a whistle.
Flag on the play. Offsides is the call against Falkville. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Falkville gets an offsides penalty. This will be 5 free yards to Vinemont. They'll move this up to 1st and 5 inside Falkville territory. Rhodes steps back to throw. Rhodes has a receiver. He's caught. It's going to be
get out of bounds
at the 40. He wants to get out of bounds. That's Chase Blair again.
Chase Blair.
1 yard short of the line to gain.
Lacey.
They're not wasting time. 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
2nd down.
She'll tell him to hold. Center really wants to get this going. Rhodes wants to get this back in his hands. He's going to throw again. Rhodes deep downfield. Has a man. Herrera, he dropped it. He dropped it. That would have been a touchdown. He dropped it.
Is incomplete. Intended for number 12, Herrera.
3rd and 1.
Hate that for the kid.
Hate that for the kid indeed, but he still has a chance to redeem himself.
1 for Vinemont.
Number 20, let's go.
Here we go again. Rhodes on 3rd and 1. Deep pass downfield. Picked. That's it. Harris.
Intercepted by number 0, Eli Harris.
That's got to do it there. And the story is over.
Blue Devils will take over there on the 18-yard line.
1 minute and 59 seconds on the board. That's why I say it's over. Falkville's going to run it out. That's the game of football. All but over. So as it stands, we'll go ahead and make our decision right now. We do have a Heatherly Fence Company Player of the Week. We have previewed both schools.
I stand with my statements from earlier.
I stand with my statement too, but I do have to give a nomination from our Cullman County representative team. Mm-hmm. If I have to nominate a player, it's Josh Rhodes. Now,
that's who would be the nomination for Vinemont, most definitely.
Josh Rhodes will get the nomination for Vinemont. However, Aiden Black was our player of the week and is our player of the week after his performance and his heroics against Hansville. So we'll tell you more about that towards the end of the game as we'll close with that notion, but so we did have 2 games this week. We said it was fair for both of our games. Shout out Tony Thompson, by the way. It's Hot to Go being played by the Vinemont band. Good Hope, you have 20 minutes to respond with that
one. Number 6-2 on the carry.
And just kneel it out here.
Brought down by number 4, Johnson. Play gains about 5 yards, 3rd down and 6.
So 5-yard gain on the run. They're just going to, like I said, run the timeout. We're under a minute. 46 seconds and rolling. 3rd down. One more play should do it. Here's our last play from Dillard. It's a pass. It's complete to the hero of the game, Harris, and that's good for the first down. That one brought to you by Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage, and
on the coverage,
that's game. That's it.
Blair.
Your Falkville Blue Devils will win.
Wait.
Well, hold on.
Play results in a Blue Devil first down.
Waiting on the decision. It's a first down. That should do it here. One last play, and that's it. So Falkville stands tall on their home grass. They win this one big. 22-6. Vinemont takes a timeout, of course, but that's about all she wrote here. Well, it's a little early to open the champagne up, don't you think? Also, maybe not a high school game.
Yeah.
Number 4, Dillard will kneel it in the backfield to end the game.
Well, that's the finale. That's all she wrote.
Go 1-0.
The Blue Devils begin their season 1-0. We appreciate you for taking the trip with us. Of course, next week we'll have the Blue Devils of Mortimer Jordan facing off against the Cullman Bearcats. Well, a lot of teams in Cullman County begin their season defeated.
At Burl Vest Stadium on September 5th.
Hansville, and Cullman most likely will fall into that category as well. Also, Holly Pond falling in that L category, but as it stands,
God bless.
West Point will win if everything holds up there in Haleyville. So, we begin. We'll take a quick break, and we're going to wrap this game up. We'll tell you about the Heatherly Fence Company Player of the Week. We got plenty of a little bit left to talk about. We'll be back in just a moment on the Cullman County Sports Network.
Are you thinking about adding a new fence or gate to your property? At Heatherly Fence Company, they are your trusted, licensed, and insured contractor right here in Cullman, Alabama. From privacy fences to custom gates, we'll make your vision a reality. Ben is available today at 256-841-2009. You can stop by Heatherly Fence Company on Facebook to see the beautiful transformations they've done for your neighbors.
And now your Player of the Week award from Heatherly Fence Company. Well, we made a notion, and I hope it's okay with the council and the committee and the city council, whoever it is. I'm sure we'll have a forum about it. We had 2 games this week, so we made the parity, at least a decision on our part. Cold Springs and Vinemont will be our test. That'll be our control. Of course, Hansville is a county team, so we're giving it to a county player who plays exemplary. So we took both games. I said, well, I'm not going to say it yet, but I've got my person in mind. We've said it we've hinted at it. We've more than just hinted at it. We've kind of just put it out there. So to be fair, we said both teams in our county were playing. We'll wait till Friday night concludes. We've concluded here in the Vinemont-Falkville game. I'm giving the award Aiden Black of Cold Springs.
No arguments here. Phenomenal player, phenomenal performance.
He put on probably one of the best performances in Cold Springs history, the best game in Cold Springs history against Hanceville, and Cold Springs has got momentum going forward. Hope to see those Eagles forward. Of course, for our Vinemont Eagles, it was a rough night. They come in 0-1, and they'll go back home and get ready for Southeastern, which is not going to be an easy one to think about, but they are back home next week with the Mustangs galloping into town. Should be a good matchup. Next week on the Cullman County Sports Network, Cullman Bearcats travel to the Mortimer Jordan Blue Devils. That will be on 95.5 FM and on our app as well. Hopefully maybe back on Facebook. Of course, we've learned that now Meta is only allowing one stream per game, so
come on, Zoc.
We got to change something there. Could be on YouTube next week. Who knows? So might be some changes on that, but we'll just stay tuned to our Facebook page. We'll let you know what we do. Also, Good Hope and West Point in the inter-county big-time matchup next week. Tony Thompson and I believe Tyson will chime in when he can, but he's working PA next week, so we'll hear from him some. But for Dylan, I'm Dylan. For Nick, we'll get out of your way and send you back to music here on Coleman's Live 95. Until next week.
Till next time, folks. Same blonde hair. Same rap channel. Mama out.
And thanks for listening to the Cullman County Sports Network. We'll see you next week.
That quarterback is 5 seconds. You're listening to the Fairview Aggie Sports Network. Fairview rolling big. 3:10 left in the third. They're up 42-0.
Cullman Appliance Repair is now Cullman Appliance and HVAC Repair. Now servicing your heating and air needs as well. Servicing most models and brands, they can be found on Facebook or Google for those appliance or HVAC repair needs. Proudly supporting Cullman area athletics and collegiate football. When that appliance or HVAC system frustrates you and you're in need of a repairman, Robert Brantley and his team are ready to help. They're available via call or text at 256-507-3415 or on Facebook, Google, or online at CullmanApplianceRepair.com. Alabama HVAC number 22238.
Welcome back to the Fairview Aggie Sports Network. Fairview rolling big here in the third quarter. Got 3:10 left in the third, and Fairview's up 42-0. But right now, Fultondale is knocking on the red zone door. I'm seeing some of those offensive linemen, Eric. It looks like they're limping and hurting a little bit. Freshman, without a doubt. Caleb Parker in the shotgun, spread formation. Nobody in the backfield, and they snap it over his head. He's going to pick it up at about the 46 and brought down by a white wave of Aggies at the 47.
Alex Garcia right there on top of that, another couple of Aggies on top of it.
Man, that was not what you needed. That's going to bring up third down and a country mile. It's going to be third and, let's say, about 10, 20, about 30 yards. Wow. They were doing good, too, man. He had a couple of really good passes on this drive. Let's see what they dial up here now.
That ate him up there.
He's got the senior running back beside him, Bob. That's George Lewis. He takes a snap. Screen pass, very well set up. Caught at 45, up to the 40. Picks up about 12 or 13, man, but they needed a lot more than that.
Aiden Batts snipped that out. If it wasn't for him, that would have been a bigger gain. Good job making the tackle.
That's a very hard play to defend against when it's run that well. And credit where it's due. Fultondale executed that very well. Going to be fourth down now in about 20, 25. And you got to think, why not go for it?
Well, hey, look, it's all about reps at this point. This team needs something to build on for next week. You are down 42-0. We got a minute and a half to fourth quarter. So, right now it's just one play at a time, even though you're down 42.
Here's the shotgun snap. Quarterback looks left. Looks right. Now he decides to run. And, oh, my goodness, he paid a price for that.
I believe, hold on, that was number 70, big number 70.
Is that big number 70 on that one?
And his name was Latham,
my goodness.
they said.
One of the Latham brothers just, he said, feed me more. And, oh, my goodness, that was a hit.
That was a nice play right there. Head on a swivel, he was ready. And, these guys, I can't tell you how big they are on the field, but their conditioning,
so
being in that shape. Yeah, and to explode like that at the end of a play and still make that huge tackle is impressive.
Well, let's talk about that for just a second. This young man, 240, 250 pounds, and he accelerated.
That's what I mean.
Accelerated after a 120-pound quarterback.
That's special. I mean, you've got a quick target to hit. It's hard to be explosive on a target that small.
Fairview takes over now on downs. Quarterback's in the shotgun. That's number 5, Connor Scott, and I believe we got movement. It's going to be offsides on Fultondale. Hard count, got him.
Offsides against the Wildcats.
Now, I'll say this from a coaching perspective. You love it when your offense can do things like that.
It teaches discipline, and, you're definitely going to have plenty of that later in the year.
And what it does is it takes us to the end of the third quarter. The score, 42-0. We're going to take a quick break. It's going to be about 37 seconds, and we'll be right back with a fourth quarter. You're listening to the Fairview Aggie Network.
Founded in 1887, Cullman Savings Bank serves the people of Cullman with a full line of banking services. One of those services is their legacy checking account, available to those 50-plus, military, teachers, policemen, and firefighters. It features no monthly service charge, interest earned on any balance, free paper or e-statements, and 2 free boxes of checks per year, along with other features. You can stop by any one of 4 convenient locations and ask them about the legacy checking account, or visit www.cullmansavingsbank.com for more information. Cullman Savings Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Fairview Aggie Sports Network. And Eric, I'd like to say thanks to a couple of people. We've had a spotter up here with us, Ezra Fitch. He's been up here. Jay Fuller and Michael St. John have been our tech support. They helped us to work out all the bugs, and there was a myriad of them. Now, wouldn't our old English teacher be so happy to hear us use words like that?
You did use the word.
I've been reading those wordy books again.
I'm so proud of you.
Now we've got number 5, Connor Scott, is in the shotgun. I believe he's got Ernesto Vasquez beside him, and he does. He hands it off to him. He goes off the right side, picks his way through a seam. He's going to get forward a pickup of about, I'd say, 3 yards on that.
Nice little game.
What's that?
Nice little game there.
It was.
For Ernesto. And I tell you, I know we've seen probably 4 or 5 running backs here tonight. All of them I'm impressed with. That was he looks good out there. I agree.
Right. Oh, there's going to be movement. That's going to be a flag on Fairview.
Flag on what?
Yeah, we're not going to call numbers on penalties.
We love hearing that.
Yeah.
That makes my heart warm, because these aren't, these kids deserve so much. A lot of them don't have much, but they put in the effort, and just to see, them rewarded.
To see it pay off.
I'm really proud of them, too.
Connor Scott in the shotgun. Ernesto Vasquez beside him, 5'10", 155 pounds. Plays bigger than that. There's the snap. He's going to hand it off to Ernesto. Good cutback. Wow. Goes back to his left. Wow. Got a seam across the 40, across the 50, down to the 45. Big pickup of about 20 yards. Man, for the junior, and that's a Branding Iron Steakhouse first down for the Aggies.
Hey, no joke. That puts a big smile on my face. That kid has got something special for sure. Along with Rex there earlier, but both of them. But Ernesto showing what he can do with the quick cuts right there to to bust out some yardage.
You know, speaking of Branding Iron Steakhouse, it's one of the few places I'll go for a steak. Because I don't like going to places that don't cook the steak as good as I do. Branding Iron makes excellent steaks. Connor Scott in the shotgun sends a man in motion. That's number 26 trying to set up a screen. They read it. He rolls to his right. He's going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down, going to be a loss of about 3. Trying to get the pass to freshman James Short. Let me tell you a little bit about the Short brothers. I know them very well because I coached against them last year when they played for Cullman. They're freshmen now. They were a nightmare to deal with last year. Look for big things from these two young men. Connor Scott in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap. Pitches it out to him. It's caught by number 26. It's James Short on the catch. Picks up a couple before he brought down. It's going to bring up third down and ball. Ball's going to be on about the 50. We've got 8:40 left in the ball game. They're up 42-0.
Yeah, it's going to be about 13. So let's see what they dial up here. We don't have any substitutions. Have Ernesto back here up on the line.
Yeah, they just moved Ernesto Vasquez up to wide receiver. Number 26 is in now at running back. That's James Short, the freshman. There's a snap. They hand it off to him. Makes his way out the right side. Has a small seam. Still fighting, man. Trying to get the yards. Gets back to the line, but that's it.
Yeah, he's going all the way to the sideline trying to get out of that. Just good.
Game 42-0. Connor Scott in the shotgun. Twin receivers to either side. He drops back. Airs it out, and it's caught. Caught at the 25. What a pitch and what a catch.
That number, was that Ernesto who caught that pass?
No. I'm trying to get a number on who that was who caught it.
Did you see?
Number 7, Connor Duncan on the catch.
Good call. Yeah, it's hard to track them, but that was a great.
Well, unless I'm mistaken, that was Aiden Batts. He's in at quarterback, number 28 now. That was Aiden Batts on the throw. So now we're at our third quarterback, and he's looking good. Aiden Batts now in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the right. Number 3 lined up beside him. That's Austin Damon. He's going to get the ball running to his left. No, that was Easton Fitch on the carry. Kalia, how proud does that make you?
I'm going to be put down by number 12.
Let's get that.
3 tacklers on that play.
Let's see this young man get the end zone now. Easton Fitch, number 31, stays in the ballgame at running back.
That was a nice run. He just bowled over 3 defenders.
Aiden Batts still stays in at quarterback. Fitch lines up to his right. 2 receivers to the far side. Ball's on the 15. He hands it off to Fitch. He gets hit as soon as he gets the ball.
Look at that.
Gets away. What escapability. But he's brought down. It's going to be about a 2-yard loss. He was hit for about a 5-yard loss. Fought his way back.
Yeah, he did. He could have been down first thing, but he squirted out of there. Just couldn't go possible. It looks like we're going to be kicking a field goal here or a timeout.
Well, the official's taking a water break. We're going to take one, too. Going to be about 1 minute and 8 seconds. We'll be right back after these messages on the Fairview Aggie Sports Network.
You know, we have one of the coolest places right here in Cullman. It's Cleaning and More Cullman on County Road 437. Cleaning and More Cullman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. And I know because we use Cleaning and More Cullman at the Warhurst Team Realtors for our buyers and sellers. Cleaning and More Cullman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Cullman has it all. Need climate control storage? How about 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 10 by 20 units? And they even have the U-Haul trucks to carry your stuff. You can check them out at cleaningandmorecullman.com. You can get info at cleaningandmorecullman.com, or the way I like, you can dial them up at 256-736-9944. 256-736-9944. Cleaning and More Cullman. County Road 437 under the big white sign with the U-Hauls.
Welcome back to the Fairview Aggie Sports Network. John Short checks into the ballgame at running back, takes it off the right side, picks up about 2 yards, Eric. Hard running there by one of the Short brothers, but not a lot of room. It's going to bring up fourth down at about 11. The offense stays on the field. Then at quarterback is Rex Chandler, it looks like. Short
like a bit of a wildcat here.
He takes the snap, rolls to his left. Has the man in the end zone.
Wow.
And, oh, man. There's a flag.
That's exactly what I was
going to say. He got bugged in the end zone.
Sure did.
Pass interference. That's going to be another Brandon Steakhouse first down.
I think basically he had to do that. If not,
well, you would rather give up the flag than the touchdown. Staying in the ball game.
The man with Kenny Talent almost throws a touchdown pass there, and I don't think he's done enough.
Well, actually he is. Number 9, Omar Cruz, is in the ball game to help the sophomore. Yeah, we have another quarterback here who's checked in the ball game. John Short is still in at running back. One of the Short brothers, and he is very dangerous. Oh, trust me, I had nightmares for about a week after we had to play against that young man. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in the ball game. Wow. Score 42-0. They're going for the 7. There's the snap. They hit it to Short. Short plants his foot. He's across the 5. Touchdown, Aggies.
John Short.
John Short, the freshman, gets his first score for the purple and gold. That brings the score up to 48-0. Wow.
I tell you what, everybody's getting their chance to shine tonight. I'm so proud of this group. Going on the road, first game of the year is not easy, and they have just shown out tonight. Lot to show on the tape for the highlight reel, for sure.
Is it Colt kicking, or do we have a new kicker?
Well, we've still got Colt. Apparently, he's full-time kicker. Up. Oh, his first miss of the night. Wide right.
And that kick is up and no good. So with 2:40 left, 48-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on the Fairview Aggie Sports Network.
Cracked windshield? Don't wait. Call the pros at Odin's Auto Glass in Cullman. From chips to full replacements, Odin's gets you back on the road fast. With honest prices, top quality glass, and service you can trust. Locally owned, family run, and proud to serve Cullman and North Alabama for over 40 years. Odin's Auto Glass, where safety meets service. You can call 256-734-2800 or stop by their location on Highway 31 North in Cullman. Odin's Auto Glass. We'll see you through it. Proud sponsors of the Cullman County Sports Network.
Well, we're back on the air on the Fairview Aggie Sports Network, and we're going to take a quick second for station identification. We're on the FM. You're listening to Live 95.5.
WRJMLP Cullman.
WRJMP Cullman. And you're also listening to 107.1 FM as well. Fairview getting ready to kick the ball off. 1:20 left now in the ball game. We've got a hot clock, and that's merciful. I'm very glad for that.
Well, with the weather delay plus the way this game is going for them, it's probably a good thing. However, this weather is just now feeling really good.
Right. There's a kick, and it's a pooch kick, and it's recovered.
Wow.
It's bouncing around on the ground. I don't know who had it. a couple of Aggies had hands on it, but did they come down with it?
Good eye there, Kalia.
Good eye, Kalia. You know, that's why you make the big bucks. Oh my word! Fairview has recovered their second boot kick of the night. Wow. Well, what you've got is a victory formation. We're down to 25 seconds.
I see one more play.
And they're going to take a knee. That's going to be it.
Well, I'll say this. Not many people have this tonight. So,
no.
People were ready for football. It's here. And the Aggies have begun the march to the postseason. We wind down the clock here.
There's the snap. They take the knee. And the clock winds down, and this game is in the books. Final score, 48-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute 7, and we're going to wrap up the post-game show. We'll be right back after these messages on the Fairview Aggie Sports Network.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of heating and air services, remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service. Hey, Cullman fans, when it's game time, it's pizza time, and nobody brings the flavor like Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition with the original recipe since 1968. We're talking fresh, made from scratch dough, zesty signature sauce, and a mountain of melty cheese. Still made with the same recipe you've loved for over 55 years. You can dine in or carry out and taste the hometown tradition that's been winning since day one. Pasquale's Pizza, a Cullman tradition, and still making it the way we used to, because that's how Cullman likes it.
Welcome back to the Fairview Aggie Sports Network. And Eric, great way to start the season. I understand you got some scoring updates for us.
Yeah, I do, Chris. It's been a little tough to get some updated scores here tonight, but I have a few. So right now in the fourth quarter, we've got Russellville Tigers 14, Deschler Tigers 13.
Oh, come on, Deschler.
I'm sure the outcome's not yet determined there. We've got Bob Jones 28 over Cullman to 0. And that game also in the fourth quarter. We're trying to scan for some more, trying to get our hands on some more. We've got the Hayden Wildcats 6, Brewer Patriots 26.
What?
That's a first. I did not expect that one.
Oh, my. Check for lightning.
Yeah, you know, we've got Buckhorn out of Huntsville 24, Decatur Red Raiders 6.
Good,
and then,
good. Go Buckhorn.
And then our other kind of surprise, well, not so much surprise, I've got Hartselle 39, Austin Black Bears 7. That is in the fourth quarter in the waning moments there.
Well, Austin is definitely going to be tough this year. You know, I'm going to talk a little bit about the scoring recaps. Jake Harper with 4 touchdowns. Didn't really see him in the second half at all. Colt Redding had a touchdown pass. That was to Connor Scott. You had a touchdown by number 8, Rex Chandler. And what impressed me, John Short, the freshman, number 20, getting his first touchdown as well. So many young guys.
Well, I tell you what, what impressed me, you didn't see a team let off the gas. You didn't seem kind of laying over to save the score. I saw the backups, the replacements. Those guys are easily capable of leading this team, and that's what you want to see. You want to spread it out. You want to, like I said, you want to sharpen as many instruments as you can have. How many tools can you build during a championship season? And I fully believe this will be a championship season for the Fairview Aggies based on what I saw tonight.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that for a second, Eric, and I'm glad you brought that up. You know, last year, Fairview ended the season only the second time in their history undefeated. They were perfect 10-0. They went in the playoffs. I wonder if they feel they have some unfinished business.
Well, hey, it's when you reach those heights of success, as a coaching staff, as returning players, oh yeah, absolutely, they've got some unfinished business, and they're here to show something this year. They worked their tail off in spring and summer. That we've got the new additions to the team. Obviously, those are paying off, and obviously the Wildcats here tonight had some struggles. They're a young team, but I can tell you, it is not a given. You're not going to beat them just because of the name on your uniform. So those guys have put in the work.
I'm going to tell you something that I really like seeing. Both teams came together on the 50-yard line and prayed together after the game. They interspersed amongst each other and prayed. Now they're playing the alma mater song for Fultondale. The Fairview players are standing quietly behind them, showing respect. And that's a team that's well coached. That's a team with some class.
Well, a lot of class on both sides here tonight. It's not easy to get beat by a score of 48-0. They showed class throughout. There were no skirmishes, no scuffles, no ugly plays. I mean, just a lot to be said about both coaching staffs who, like I keep saying it over and over, they put in the work. And it is a lot of work, believe me, folks. And, so kudos to them. Kudos to both teams. Kudos to the Wildcats for keeping their cool, and still, the effort was there at the end, even though it was a decided game. So
it was
good for them.
It was. Man, I am very impressed by what I'm seeing. The Fairview Aggie machine is firing on all cylinders. Running Back University in Fairview, Alabama, has got about 5 guys waiting for their turn. And, man, if that's going to be an interesting competition between those young guys. You've got the Short, John Short, one of the two brothers. You've got number 31, Easton Fitch. You got Ernesto Vasquez. You've got so many guys who are talented that would be starting anywhere else.
I am totally invested in this team now. I'm going to go watch the replays this weekend. I'm going to be up on my stats next week. I'm going to really keep up with this. There is a lot of talent here on this Aggie team.
Well, we're going to take a break now. We'll be right back after about a minute 8 or about a minute 25 seconds. We're going to pay some bills, but we'll come back and finish up the wrap up, and then we'll head towards the house. Man, great night. You're listening to the Fairview Aggie Sports Network.
In today's world, broadband internet is an absolute necessity. Unfortunately, the large cable and phone companies only provide broadband internet where it's profitable for them. For the rest of us, there's Cyber Broadband. Providing internet service since 2004, Cyber utilizes a small radio antenna to deliver broadband where cable and DSL don't go. You can join the 21st century today with Cyber Broadband, supporting streaming, VPN access, and everything else you've been wanting to do with that slow internet connection. It's Cyber Broadband for the win. They can be found online at cyberbroadband.net or look them up on Facebook.
When it comes to securing a home loan, you want someone who knows the ropes and can guide you every step of the way. That's where Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage comes in.
I'm Josh Phillips with Maven Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920. And whether it's your first time buying a home or your fifth time, we'd love the opportunity to serve you and your family in all your home financing needs.
Josh Phillips and Maven Mortgage. Their name says it all. Experience you can trust, knowledge that works for you. With one phone call, you can take the next step toward your dream home with Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage. Your home, your future. Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. 256-338-2920. 256-338-2920. In MLS number 338177.
Welcome back to the Fairview Aggie Sports Network. And I understand that our sideline reporter, Kalia Fitch, is with Coach Mason Black. And, Kalia, I'm going to go ahead and kick it down to you now. Kalia, thank you so much for the interview and all your hard work. We're going to do a quick recap, and then we're going to sign off. Eric, it was a great night to be a Fairview Aggie, was it not?
This was a lot of fun, Chris. What else could you say? Start of the season's always great. You can't start it any better than that. Very, very much to be proud of for the coaching staff, for the players, and just like he said right there, their conditioning is bar none, and it translates directly. You can easily tell. Kudos to them, and they've got a bright future ahead this year.
Well, and I would say to that young Wildcats team, don't get discouraged.
Absolutely.
You were playing the cream of the crop of Cullman County, and I don't think anybody would argue that.
I can see them giving the teams a lot of fits.
Yes.
They do have some talent there, and they have a certain skill set, but I can see them. They're going to give some teams some fits down the road.
With all those young players, with some of the athletes we saw tonight, especially that young quarterback, man, I was so impressed by him.
Absolutely.
It's going to take some time to put some pieces together, but their future is going to be bright. It's going to take a couple lumps here and there, but eventually it's going to turn around for them. Meanwhile, this season, Fairview now looking to start the regular season and really get after it. We've got a game next week that's going to be at home, and then we start looking at region play. And looking at the region, man, I'm going to say this. The future looks very, very bright for the Fairview Aggies. All they have to do is keep doing what they've been doing.
Like I said, I can't wait to delve into the other games that the region has played this weekend. Of course, we know how this one turned out. But, kind of getting your old gauge meter out to see where this conference is headed, where this region's headed this year. Who's going to be the toughest test for them? Are they going to make it past? They got several of the key matchups at home. So there's a lot to compile after this first week. Not an end-all, be-all, but it's a great start for the Aggies.
Well, Eric, thank you so much for joining me. It's always cool to get to hang out with an old friend, man.
Absolutely.
I would like to say for myself, Christopher Greer, for my tech support, Jay Fuller and Michael St. John, for my partner in crime, Eric Brenneman, and our sideline reporter, Kalia Fitch, thank you so much for tuning in to the Fairview Aggie Sports Network. It has been an absolute blast, and please tune in next week, and we'll be back on the Fairview Aggie Sports Network. God bless you, and good night.